All right.
Hello.
I'm only slightly off camera now instead of much more off camera. I should probably keep moving it. I've moved the camera ever so slightly, so I'm not here.
Genius.
And there is a dog too. Yeah?
Is my hair shorter? I was just brushing my hair.
Yeah. What do you mean is it shorter?
It felt shorter. Did I give myself a haircut in the middle of the night?
Let me look.
Look at this side.
It does feel short. Maybe you
feels
gave yourself
short.
a haircut in the middle of the night.
Why would this happen?
Hello, everybody. Welcome. There is a dog.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone to the bathroom? That's weird.
That is weird. I don't know why. Welcome to the stream. We weren't sure what we were going to do today. I might be a bit too loud. Maybe I'll turn myself down.
Can the dog be in the escape room? He won't be very helpful.
No. I turned myself up because I was listening back to some of the audio from Call of the Sea, the first part, which we will finish. We're not finishing it today, but we will play more of it at some point. We're doing just a chill Zelda randomizer stream today, and I was so much quieter than Danny, and nobody told me. And I trust all you to tell us who's loud and who's soft.
Yeah. As an NPC, yeah, the one risk that you run with putting him in the room as an NPC is that we'd look at the room and say, oh no, that doesn't feel like him.
Yeah, you have to get him.
Seem like something he'd do.
You have to get him just right.
He's a weird dog. But yeah, so we should queue up a randomizer.
Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I mean, this was your suggestion. You can't feel.
No, I'm not unenthusiastic. I'm good. What are you doing?
There's a hair floating.
Oh my god, that was in my mouth.
Well, welcome. Yeah, we're gonna play some more Zelda. It's good fun. Are you just doing a normal randomizer? Or are you gonna do something weird? Where's the mouse? Oh, I killed the mouse. There it is. It's back.
Cool.
Yeah, normal randomizer. You can do something crazy. You're gonna do like a key sanity boss randomizer inverted. We'll just do a normal one.
Up to you.
How is it up to me? I don't have to play it. It's all up to you.
I don't really mind. I can do any other versions.
Well, you should probably randomize one, right?
Yep.
Well, I'll give you you've got the mouse. You can. Danny's gonna find a randomizer. She's gonna.
What do you reckon, chat?
Do you want
any preferences?
So if Danny's doing a randomized run of Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, I hope you've seen the previous ones that we've done. I say we. It's all Danny. Do you reckon just another normal one? Something weird, all the items in random places, or do you want to do something different?
Sure.
I reckon just do a normal one.
All right, fine. I'll
Try and you got to get under 2 hours or whatever it is.
This is true. Once I'm under 2 hours, then I can start doing weird
But
stuff.
you have to change who you're playing as.
No.
Just look at the options of what you can be. So you could be Link, but you could also be Abigail from Stardew Valley. You could be there's so many. You could be the Maple Queen. You could be Manga Link. You could be Meatwad, Mega Man, Meta Knight, Neo Sad, Octorok, Psyduck. You could play as Psyduck. You don't want to be Psyduck?
I don't want to be Psyduck.
You don't want to be the purple chest?
We'll get to that, Jen. Oh god, that's wild. I'm not a Steven Universe person, but I believe I understand that reference.
That's fun.
You can be Swiper.
No swiping. You can be Two-Face. You can be Vegeta.
I do like the Umbreon.
What about Wario? Can you please be Wario?
Okay, no, I can't be any of them because I rely on the sprite.
Oh, you suck.
I need my shadow to be exactly right.
Alright, well, I guess I just save ROM.
Change flavors, you get more armor. I think I've seen that.
Or should I save the spoiler in case we need to send it to the chat so they can tell you where things are?
Sure.
And save the ROM.
Yep, let's do it. Haven't played in a while because I've typically been only playing these when we've been streaming, which is a lot lower frequency than I usually do. So I'm rusty.
Where is it?
You open SNES emulator.
There it is. I couldn't find the thing that we needed to open.
I am much quieter now.
Oh, Danny's quieter? All right. Well, maybe I'll turn myself No, maybe I'll turn. Hold on. Let's find out. That might help.
All right, let's find out if it helps. God, and I hope that it just makes me louder and not my squeaky chair.
Oh, it'll get the chair as well.
That sounds loud.
That'll be loud for everyone.
But it's not on the screen yet. Can they still hear it?
Yep.
Oh boy. Yep.
I'm getting there. I didn't know Danny had opened it yet. How's that? Is that too loud still for the game? Or that looks okay. I think that looks like a good volume. Great.
Excellent.
We're all. You should put your headphones on.
I don't need headphones.
Oh, so you need the sprite to be pixel perfect, or you can't play, but you don't need to have any sound?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What does sound help?
It helps you know when an enemy is appearing. They
Oh.
go, you never had sound, so you don't know that every time an enemy appears in this game, it goes, "Hey Link, here I am. I'm gonna get you," and then they run over and attack you.
Yeah,
You
that sounds like
you get
torture.
like a full 10 seconds of lead up. Every time you.
That's terrifying.
They're like, "I'm about to swing my sword. If you take a step backwards, I'll miss." And then they swing their sword, and you don't take a step backwards because you're not heeding the warnings.
Yeah.
When you rescue Zelda, when you go to the sanctuary, you find Zelda. She tells you exactly where all the items are.
Give me the controller.
There's no text.
Get
but
the stuff going. I want to play.
There's an audio file that plays that says, "Thank you for saving me. Now go and find the boots in Ganon's tower." And you're like, "Oh, boots in Ganon's tower. That's terrible."
My name is RJ.
Hey, we're not ready, Danny. No one can see the game.
No, they don't need to see me type in random letters.
Yes, they do. No one can see the tracker.
I did forget about the tracker.
Yeah, you forgot about the tracker.
Forgot about the tracker's existence.
Sitting there forgetting about the tracker.
Update to the tracker is available.
Why would I download an update to the tracker? It's a tracker.
We're fine.
Hold on. There's so many buttons I had to press, and I didn't press any of them. Application, broadcast view. That's what people should be. Whoa! What have I done? I didn't even know our computer could do that. All right.
Wow, that was cool.
You guys don't need to see the broadcast view. Yeah, okay, cool. You can see everything you need to see. I think we're all good.
Should the... Oh, yeah, cool. Right. We don't need that one.
We haven't been using the...
Map tracking?
The map tracking.
No.
We're not cheating. All you people who want us to cheat.
All right, let's get back into this. I always go house first.
And that's a piece of heart. I'm going to have sound. I'm going to have my headphones on so I can experience the joy of Zelda with everybody. Even if Danny hates you, I don't.
See, we didn't have we didn't have reading Rainbow so much as a thing here. Wait, get up! No! Hey!
Just don't die.
This doesn't normally happen. I need to get away from the red one, kill the blue one. Wow, that was different. Ooh, red rupee tree
full
pull.
of manders.
That's good.
I also find that Josh, your first time chat, the first message you've ever sent is, "But don't take my word for it." That doesn't even make sense. 10 arrows, nothing interesting.
They seem like they're walking more aggressively than usual.
Well, if you had your headphones on, they're saying like, "I'm more aggressive today," and you just can't hear it.
What the?
Danny's forgotten how to play.
I really have.
She doesn't even know how to not get hit by.
I told you, I'm very
guards.
rusty. It's been like over a week, maybe 2 weeks since I played. That's messy. I've got 100 rupees already. That's nice. I can afford shops.
If you need a country name, you got to do the classic thing, which is you take a globe, and if you don't have a globe, you go to the globe store and you buy a globe, and then you come home and you spin the globe and you put your finger on it. There's no other way to pick a country. There's no reason to think about it. You have to, like, how many times in your life do you have an opportunity to spin a globe and put your finger on it somewhere?
Ooh, this way or this way?
As a child, I used to spin globes and stick my finger on it to see what country was under there, just for fun. I'd just be sitting around spinning globes like a weirdo.
Something about that tree hates me, and I don't know what the rules are about it yet.
About when you can pull that
Yeah, that
tree?
specific tree.
I didn't know it had its
a
own
bit
rules.
more hateful. Yeah, neither did I. I don't know what they are, but I know that lately, every time, it's had nothing pulling. So there must be something that I don't... Oh, no, there's a sword up there. I hope I don't need that.
Lesotho is a good country.
We aren't very good at ranking things on favorites, though.
Yeah, you know, kind of a favorite country. It gets too close to being terribly racist, I'm sure. Bloody Ghana, it's horrendous. Ah, but Benin, everybody loves that. No, that's wild.
I don't need
Red
20
rupee.
more
Yeah, I
rupees.
haven't had to click anything yet, Danny. I suppose I could click bombs. You do have bombs.
Yeah, I do have bombs. So, a single arrow, yay! I found a single arrow.
I was about to say the same thing of hi, Madame Sniper. I know your name is not Madame Sniper, but it really is. But hello.
Yeah, so on my lumberjack ledge was a sword. But the thing is, to beat Aghanim, you already need a sword, so I'm going to find more swords.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sword on lumberjack ledge. So the reason, so Danny is talking about this, like the lumberjack ledge is there's a little cave where you can get there by going through that tree the lumberjacks are cutting down, but you have to beat the first sort of boss. But often you don't have to beat that boss. He doesn't unlock much in a randomizer. And so you want to avoid having anything that you need on lumberjack ledge so that you definitely don't have to waste time fighting this boss.
Moon Pearl. It's apparently about pretty much bang on, at least based on the podcast. Ooh, an ice rod. Yeah. So based on a few years ago's data, that an Aghanim required seed was about 1/3 of the time.
Really? That's so much more
That's
common than I
more
would have
than I
thought.
thought.
I wonder if that's not true anymore.
It's possible.
Maybe they changed some of the logic. But because of that, the sword is an interesting one because you need at least level 2 sword to fight that boss, generally.
No, level 1 is possible.
If you have
you've got
the
the cape.
Yeah, true. So let's hope you don't need that sword.
Yeah.
But maybe you want that sword. Maybe you want to
Exactly.
beat Ganon.
I'm kind of hoping that it's just going to be an Aghanim seed anyway, because I like having big swords.
You like having a lot of swords? Danny, can you please
bombs.
stop finding bombs?
Rupees?
Rubies?
Arrows? What? Well, I like health. I need that. I'm not that good at this game. Just a moon pearl is a very curious start.
Yeah, so Moon Pearl lets you be in the Dark World, but you don't have a way to get to the Dark World yet.
Nope.
Or if
not
you
even
do,
a
you don't
little
have a
bit.
way to get back out.
Not even a little bit.
Oh, well,
Because I
hopefully-
don't have any other items except an ice rod.
Well, we barely... Oh, Ice Rod. Does Ice Rod do anything by itself?
No.
It doesn't really, does it? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Surprise,
what did
surprise.
I tell you last time? I said don't find more bombs.
I'm going to have no bombs in the end game.
True. What's the biggest sword anyone here has ever held?
More bombs. What is this seed?
Did everybody have when they were well, I say when they were young. Maybe you still have them now. The like shops in shopping centers, like in a mall, that just had swords for no reason.
I don't even remember our major shopping centers having it. That was like a country town shopping center
Chatswood
thing.
had one.
Really?
Chatswood had a King of Knives, which was mostly a knife store, right?
I didn't know that King of Knives sold
context
swords.
for King of Knives is that it was like chef's knives and utility knives and things like that. But yeah, then also they just had like a big giant glass case with a broadsword or two in there, and it's ridiculous.
That's curious.
Why would you have broadswords? Long swords.
So with no weapon, I think I'm gonna have to go to Saha before South Shore
Want to go to escape and freeze people and throw them at each other?
because those ones don't die,
Ah, interesting.
and I really don't want to have to kill them with bombs.
We all know you can beat Aghanim with a bug net.
I've never tried.
No, because it's a ridiculous way to exist. So a root beer float. Obviously, that's a spider with root
It's
beer.
a spider,
right?
clearly.
You put ice cream in root beer. Why is it always root beer? Do you ever float other soft drinks? Do you put ice cream in Coke?
Ah!
Ooh,
Oh.
flute.
That's weird.
That is weird. You should all adopt. Sometimes it's fun to adopt new cultural expressions, and I would like all of you, if you're American, to start calling all floats spiders, please.
Cola floats or Coke floats? That's weird. A Coke float sounds like a euphemism for an unflushed toilet.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like agreeing with that. I'm taking that agreement back. But I'm just saying, you should all start calling them spiders. It's a better name. It's more fun. And then when people go, what are you talking about? You can be like, you don't know. You're so uncultured. Because technically, we're in a foreign country, so we're cultured, and you're not. That's how it works if the internet is to be believed.
Oh, root beer is vanilla-y flavored? Okay. This is the one thing for not having sound that makes it interesting, is I never know whether I've actually played the ocarina or not.
Ah. Should I whistle every time you play the ocarina?
That's just, it's just why I press the button like 80 times. Where should I go?
Death Mountain. Life Mountain.
No, let's go to Agina.
Agina. So what do you have now? Nothing.
No, nothing.
Did you see what was on the ledge there?
Yep.
What was it?
Manda.
Oh, Red Ruby? All right.
Yep.
Maybe Agina will have everything you need.
That's my hope. Wait, I just gotta find it.
I have a question about randomizers. Obviously, we all know the fun, silly fact that you can beat Aghanim with a bug net. Do randomizers include that as a logical way of beating Aghanim?
Not that I've heard. But it depends. You can turn on various levels of glitches. There we go. That's slightly better.
What was it? I looked away.
That was a power glove.
Oh, nice. Glove. No, like, you don't need to specify this what the spider is. A spider is whatever you want. It's a soft drink with ice cream. So you can just be like having a spider. And then people will say, oh, really? Tell me more. And then you say, oh, it's a root beer. And they say, I don't know what root beer is. I don't live in America. And then you go, okay, root beer, it's almost like sarsaparilla, but not. And then you're like, oh, wait, is that a thing? I'm in Australia. We don't drink any sarsaparilla, really. And then you say, okay, let me start again. And then you say root beer float and everyone understands.
I'm doing a really stupid routing because I don't like having no weapon. I'm not used to it.
Well, it's weird having no weapon. Yeah, you couldn't even get in that cave. So it's like it's stopping you from doing Moldorn Cave?
Yeah.
You could throw bombs at the mini Moldorns.
Yeah, I'll go down there in a second. I just don't like it.
Because all you get here is 50 rupees.
My mistake.
I don't think lime soft drink is the classic spider flavor.
Oh,
I think that's a you thing.
That's wild.
If I ordered a spider with no specifications, I think it would either be Coke or lemonade.
I would have expected Coke. Because you say that root beer is good because it's got vanilla flavor. We had vanilla Coke, obviously, and so the flavors go together, but Coke... Now, typically you'll use regular Coke and you'll use the ice cream. Oh, what am I doing?
You're doing it backwards.
To make it vanilla Coke.
Yeah, that's how you make a real vanilla Coke, is Coke with vanilla ice cream. Do you all have vanilla Coke? Was that everywhere? I think it was, surely.
Vanilla Coke. It was fine. Too much Coke, not enough vanilla.
I was... Oh,
Blue armor, I'll take that.
I was really into vanilla Coke as a kid.
My friends were all into cherry Coke, which seemed like a waste. Why aren't they just drinking Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, cherry Coke was
Hate cherry
weird.
flavour.
But man, vanilla Coke, I loved it.
Alright, fine. I guess I'm bombing the Moldorns.
Whereas now I don't really drink soft drink at all. Because I'm an adult.
All I drink now, mostly, is kombucha. Oh, damn, that was a full magic.
Danny does drink a lot of kombucha. You missed. That's what drinking kombucha gets you.
Oh my god. What? He's just coming and killing me. I'm stuck.
You could leave. Alright, you got one.
I got neither of them.
Yeah, they really love to run away. You got two.
This is so annoying.
You got three. You got 4.
Yeah, it just took
dead.
8 bombs.
And what's going
Or
to be
7
in here?
bombs.
Anything? Piece of heart. Flippers.
A bow.
A bow.
Hey, this is good.
Glad you didn't put this off. And bombs.
Okay, okay.
Flippers and a bow. That's nice.
That is nice. Should I do some of my flipper checks now, or should I I'll just go to Easton. You know what? I should check my map. I haven't done that yet. It's a crystal. It's the only crystal here. Let's go to Easton.
Go to Easton. You only need a bow. Do you have any arrows? Oh, you got 30 of them. Nice.
So typically you would need a lamp for this. Or a weapon, besides the bow.
Oh, you do technically need lamp, don't you? You need some kind of light source.
You do need lamp specifically for this one.
You can also do escape
That's
now.
okay.
Have you done backup escape?
No, you know what? I did get my bombs. I could do that.
Maybe you should do backup escape first. Maybe it'll make this easier.
It will make it easier, but this is still doable.
Oh, then just do it. Believe in yourself.
Really?
Well, it helps when you fire at him as opposed to next to him.
What is this guy doing?
Well, you don't have the headphones on. He's telling you exactly what he's doing. He's sitting there. He's like, I'm going left, I'm going right. Don't try and shoot me. You'll miss.
Let's try to do a mostly weaponless Easton. Bow should be enough for everything.
I mean, you say
right?
mostly weaponless. You do have a bow.
And mostly weaponless. I don't understand the problem.
You know who'd have a problem with you? The Bowman of Crecy. They'd be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyone else read the book Bowman of Crecy when you were a young kid reading historical fiction about the Battle of Agincourt? Everyone loves the Bowman of Crecy. I think that was about Agincourt. Check for me. If you're at home, quickly just do a quick Google and double check if the book Bowman of Crecy was about longbowmen fighting in the Battle of Agincourt.
Yeah, I definitely have the most important weapon for Easton. Am I good enough with the bow? No, God no. I'm gonna need all of my arrows for the boss. Luckily the game gives you a lot of arrows.
No one's Googling for me, Danny. Ooh, big key.
That's not special. So you could mark off what some of the dungeon prizes were.
Oh, yes.
This is a regular crystal.
This was a crystal.
I believe Desert was a normal pendant and Hera was the green pendant. I might have gotten those mixed up, but
No,
they were
I
both
think Hera was
pendants.
green. Set in the 14th century, this novel follows Hugh Fletcher. Come on, you can't have a bowman called Fletcher. That's just ridiculous.
Out of my way.
And his band of outlaws who live in the forest on the English-Welsh border. Hugh is offered a commission in Sir John Carey's company to take part in King Edward III's campaign against France, culminating in the Battle of Crecy. All right, Battle of Crecy does make sense that it would be about the Battle of Crecy, given it's called Bowman of Crecy. But that's the same time frame and war as Agincourt, right? That's all like 100 Years' War. I have no idea whether or not to recommend the book Bowman of Crecy. It could be the worst thing ever written. I was too young to judge quality and don't remember enough to remember quality. Maybe it's great.
Alright, I'm gonna need to put on my headphones for this.
Oh, look at that. Just finally giving in.
Well, I'm about to go into a dark room.
Oh, press the button.
This is so hard without a sword. I give up.
Yeah, without a sword, you can't check your location. That is rough.
I didn't think about how hard that would be, that I can't see where I am in the dark at all. Damn, what a time waster.
What a time waster. What is Y/Y at the end of a comment? Do you know what this is?
A face.
Is it a... That's not a face. I think it's yes/yes. I think it's a fake choice between yes and yes.
Sorry, I'm wasting time in this run. This is definitely not going to be sub 2
Hey,
hour.
it's Monkey. You're here for Danny's bad non-sub 2 hour run. Yes/yes. Okay, now, my follow-up question. Why is it yes/yes? Why would you say this?
It's useless, Billy.
Dang. You can do front of escape,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
which is just escape, I
Yeah.
suppose.
There's that, and then I got my flipper checks.
Oh yeah, you got heaps to check.
No, that's about it.
No, it's a thing. All Zoomers do it now. I've seen it once on the internet. Therefore, it's all Zoomers. That's the rules of modern discourse. Saw a thing you don't understand? Blame Zoomers. Trying to Google y/y and Google says it's 1. Ah, he's still alive. Danny, could you find some items in this game, please?
Yeah, that'd be
so far you
nice.
don't have any items other than a bow.
It's very upsetting.
All right.
Pretty sure I didn't accidentally select swordless.
Danny, I've realised a little job that we could do this week,
Oh. Ooh, bum.
which is that the autopsy for the latest. In my brain, all I'm saying is How I Met Your Murder. That's not what it's called. What's our show called? Solve This Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Is coming out at the end of the week.
Okay.
And what we haven't done is what we should do, which is to go back and determine the detective of the.
Well, I don't think we have one because people aren't guessing it because it's not like a guessable one.
That's true, actually. That makes sense. People wouldn't, but maybe people. I think people still guessed as they were going. And if people were guessing, their efforts should be rewarded.
That's fair.
We should go back and have a look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice key. That's a big heart. That doesn't help. Flipper checks. There's time for flipper checks. You don't need to get bothered yet. There's still plenty of things.
That's true, Josh. That's fair. Um,
Yeah, exactly. People are definitely guessing. I'm trusting that none of them have looked it up. And based on the
Of
quality
course.
of Josh's guesses. No, we're not going to do it. It wouldn't be a post show. You'd do it. We'd go back and we'd like edit it into the autopsy that's releasing on the main feed. Stick it in the front, or the middle, or the back.
my controller just stopped controlling for a second there.
Could have been
worn
Dorcas.
this thing out.
All right, what?
I
What?
hate that guy.
You're not allowed to do that.
He very rarely does.
That's incredibly rude. All right, what's this guy got? Oh, just a piece of heart. That's not good. That's not what you want. You're gonna have to go give the mushroom. Oh, we do have the mushroom. I forgot to mark that off.
Would love a good hook shot. But also, a sword! I don't do well on swordless runs. I'm not very good at any weapons.
It always looks like Link's
Actually,
drowning
Let's take a look.
when he tries to swim. Look how
Yeah, he
desperately
screams.
he's breathing. Like the little march. All right.
I don't have anywhere near enough money for Zora.
No, not even close. Not even halfway. Ooh, close. Halfway.
A little closer. I'll see what's on the ledge at least. But this is woefully unhelpful.
Yeah, and it's very inefficient. It's been difficult to get a good like pacing of like here to here to here to here with the items that you've had.
Mm-hmm.
Arrows on the ledge. And yeah, there's no point going up to chat to Zora because you don't have the money.
Yeah, if he has something, I'll be pretty annoyed. Be a time waster.
So does that mean next is give in the mushroom?
Yep.
Is it a good place to fly for the mushroom?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it takes you right to the mushroom hunt.
Yep.
Oh, it's a perfect place to fly. Alright, so then we're going to get off the screen and back
Come
on
on,
the
you
screen.
witches. Give me something good.
Maybe they'll give you something great. Oh, talking about witches. One of the shows that we've been rewatching is like or not even rewatching, just like 10 hours.
It was my first time watching it.
Danny's first time watching it, and I watched it a lot as a kid, but I don't remember it, and didn't watch it super consistently, but I watched a lot, which is the like year
90s.
2000, late 90s into the early 2000s Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's fun.
It's all right.
It's dumb.
It's not as good as the real sitcoms that were on in the 90s.
Oh no, and it shouldn't be, right? It's a dumb show for kids, but it's an easy watch when you just need something in the background.
Okay.
Ooh, hammer on a ledge.
So I need the mirror to get the hammer. That's curious.
Mirror goes to hammer. Bombs.
What am I doing?
What are you doing now? So now it feels like it's starting to get a little grumbo.
What is in logic?
What is in logic? What have you got now? You got the bow, but technically Eastern Palace is not in logic because you don't have a light source. You've got mushroom, which you turned in.
I'm worried that it's Zora.
Maybe it's Zora. Don't your trees drop 20 rupees?
I mean, that one tree did. Maybe it still will. Where's the easiest?
You can lift things, you can swim. There's not much in logic. Maybe Zora is the only thing in logic.
It'd be very irritating.
You can't get into the dark world, or can you?
No.
No, you need either double gloves or hammer and glove, right?
Mm.
So you can't get into the dark world. You can't get across. No, it's
Doesn't
not.
drop them anymore. Where is a good place to get money? I'm not very good at knowing my good money drop spaces.
Can you do the shooting game, or is that in Dark World?
That's Dark World.
Anyone know where a good place to get money is?
Someone's got rupees over this way, but it's only like 50 rupees a drop. It's terrible.
Or is there anything weird that we're missing that you reckon could be in logic?
Are you dropping anything better? Nope, still hearts. You're useless to me.
Because I think it is just the only thing we can do is go to Zora. Oh yeah, doesn't this guy have $1 million?
This is going to be a long way to get 150 rupees.
Ugh. Well, while Danny does this, is this the only thing to be doing? What do people think? What else could be in logic?
Rupees at a time.
You've been to
The desert.
on a horse with no name.
Thank you.
Anything else in Skull Woods? No. You've done all the Kakariko checks. Have you done race game?
Oh, there's nothing there.
There's nothing at race game.
That's alright. I'm only going to do this one more time.
No, I don't. I think I don't think it was intentional to leave it like that. But it wasn't enough of a mistake to go back and fix it.
What's that?
That in our
I'll get one
episode
more.
descriptions for the latest arc, and I think probably for in-flight as well, it says like this is solve this murder is a show where Danny is the and Bill is the detective and stuff, which is now not true. But I haven't updated that
How
description.
embarrassing.
And it just sort of ends up normal because I don't type that out every time. Hey, fun behind the scenes fact: I don't type that out every time. I actually copy and paste it, and I didn't notice it was being different. And someone was like, "Hey, that's different," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, good point." But I can't be bothered going back and re-editing each of those, so I'll just change it for the future, I think.
So I think this one is, luckily, this one's definitely going to be an over 2 hour run, but I don't think that's necessarily all my fault.
It is a weird start.
Yeah,
Well-
swordless and needing to get your own Zora money. If Zora doesn't have anything, I'm panicking.
Yeah, if Zora doesn't have anything, we'll have to really sit and try and figure out what is it that is in logic that we don't understand. Maybe we go to the map and start ticking things off. Because the map does keep track of what's in logic.
That's true. This is a very slow walk without boots.
Yeah, the whole game is a very slow walk without boots. What do you think he'll have? Mirror?
Probably a lamp, maybe a hook shot.
Maybe 10 rupees. Hook shot. Okay, that was what we needed. We have a hook shot now. So that opens up Eastern Death Mountain.
Yeah.
It opens up
That's basically
pretty
it for
much
now.
just that.
But that's
Alright.
cool.
Okay, off to Eastern Death Mountain. So the hook shot, the reason it's so important now is because obviously we want anything that can get us to new chests to open. And the hook shot, once you go to the bottom of Death Mountain, you can run across and there's a broken bridge that now you can hook shot across and get access to a bunch of new checks over there. So we're going to go do that. And I say we, I'm not playing. So Danny's going to go do that.
No, my failures are your failures.
But your successes? What about those?
TBD.
To Bill.
To Billy
Duh.
designated.
Yeah, to Billy designated are your successes. All right, where are we going? Paradox Cave?
Yep.
You going to get the bomb jump to work?
Probably not, because I don't have a sword to help me line it up.
Well, but just believe in yourself.
No, I don't think you can without a sword so that you're facing the correct
Just
direction.
believe in yourself. All right.
Like maybe
you'll get
some
a sword
people
right now.
are skilled enough, but I don't know how to do that without a sword. And I'm not very good at this bomb jump anyway.
All right, we've got piece of heart, a bottle
Bottle.
with a green
It's
potion,
just another fetch quest.
and a bottle. You need that for
Yeah.
fairies and potions.
Bottles are more valuable when you don't have bows. Get away from me! Get away from me! I got the best weapon of them all now.
All right, what's in here? Mirror,
I can get the
which gets
hammer
you a
now.
hammer.
That's a weapon.
300 rupees, that gets you to Zora.
Yeah, could have used that.
All right, so the mirror will get you access to the hammer. The hammer will get you access to the dark world. Give it a crack. Just try and do the jump anyway.
No, legitimately. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not gonna work. I'm just wondering the best thing for me to do.
Are there more checks other than Paradox Cave around here?
Yeah, if
I would
go
check them while you're here.
up the mountain, but I can go up the other way anyway.
Oh, they go up the other way anyway.
Yeah, I think that'll be a bit faster.
Da-la-la, da-la-la.
I'm not rescuing an old man until I at least have a sword. Hookshot is okay for seeing your way in the dark. Wow, this one just followed me. Yeah, hookshot is okay for telling where you are in the dark,
Of course.
but I like having the sword held out in front of me.
Yeah, so this is that little trick which, so Danny was trying to get through a dark room before, and usually you have light, and that's how you get through a dark room. They're not designed to be gone through without light. And in logic, you need the light before you can do the dark rooms. But in practice, if you take your little sword out and you donk the wall, it lets you know where you are, and then you can navigate that way, because you can find out where you're going in which direction. It's similar to when Danny was doing blindfolded Pokemon and needing to bonk her head all the time.
Needing to. Yeah, that was on purpose.
Now we got a hammer. That opens up a lot. That opens up a lot.
I'll do some baby checks in here. Not too much. Because it's just a pendant.
You're just a pendant. Why did you go back down and right back up again?
Because that was just a heart piece.
Oh. Fair enough. What's this? A key.
Small key. Alright. I could have used my mirror. I did not. Alright, so let's assume that that's useless for now.
Okay, I will assume that. You got all the Dark World open now,
I
pretty
do.
much. Because with a hammer, you can hit enough pegs to get into the Dark World.
Yep. 1. So again, doing all of this. Oh, let me check the cloud thing, the island for floating island first.
Lantern
That's
on the
my
floating
lantern.
isle. I'm pretty sure that's a Mario 64 star. Lantern on a floating isle? Probably.
So I think I need Titan's Mitt in order to get that.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's... No, where is that? That's not the end of... I can
That's
never remember how you
Hookshot
get there.
Cave, the other side of
Hookshot-
Hookshot Cave.
that's Hookshot Cave. You think you need to
But
lip something?
I think you need the Titan's Mitt for all ways to get to East Dark Death Mountain.
Well, presumably you should go to Hookshot Cave anyway because you have a hookshot.
But I can't get there until I have
Oh,
the Titan's Mitt.
I see. You can't get there at all.
Yeah. I don't think I can get to East Dark Death Mountain.
Could you not do the So you can't like go change it like Spectacle Rock and then drop down and then go right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
There's no right that way. Take a look at the map that you've got open
yeah,
there.
you're right. If I look at the cheating map, it doesn't have all that stuff. It has something there, Mark.
But there's a big gash
Yeah. Okay.
to show that you can't get to the east from the bottom.
All right, so what's your plan now? Head into the Dark World?
Yep.
Or no, you should give in the bottle first or you'll forget about it forever.
Good point, good point.
If you don't give in a bottle, no one will ever respect you. That's what they say. And maybe he's got something cool, like the lantern. Red mail. Red mail.
If he had the lantern, I'd be very confused. If he's so sick, why is he climbing the mountain?
Alright, next is Dark World.
Yep. It's going to take me a while to get there. For multiple reasons.
Name 2 of them.
Okay, well, so I have to go this long way, first of all.
Sure.
This guy is
Gonna
hateful.
kill you. Yeah.
And the one last reason is on the way out, there's a lot of bushes.
Ah.
And I don't have a sword to cut through
So you
them
have to
quickly.
lift all the bushes.
Yep.
Can you go just like south of them?
Okay, red crystal, red crystal.
Oh,
All these are
so
crystals except
Skullwoods
Thieves Town.
is red crystal.
And
Desert
Pod.
Palace of Darkness is red crystal. And what? And Thieves Town you said was a pendant?
Yeah. And everything else was regular crystals.
Okay. She's almost done. Almost done. You did it. Nice.
This is
Time for Dark Kakariko.
Very curious seed.
Everyone's making fun of you for stealing clothes from a sick child. Half
nice.
magic. Now you can use your ice rod however much you want.
Woohoo! I definitely need that when I'm going against Trinex. Alright, so
Do a couple of the super easy checks in Thieves Town.
I will. Thieves Town has a lot of checks.
Does.
It's very worthwhile. Thanks, Mario. You're not worthwhile.
Oh, that's the Mario house?
Yeah.
It's weird that there's a Mario house.
Mm-hmm.
And chain jumps.
Yeah.
I think in my head, before doing all these randomizers, I'd always thought that chain chomps only appeared in Link's Awakening, which introduces a lot of Mario concepts.
There are so many red rupees.
A lot of red rupees.
Whatever. Let's just do the entire circle. I can't. I want to get the blacksmith. I've got the mirror. It's so rare to get an early mirror.
But you don't have the right gloves to get the blacksmith?
No.
You need big gloves.
I have been saying actually really recently that I want an early mirror, but how unlikely it is considering you don't need the mirror for all that many checks. And
True.
I finally got it.
Time for dig game. Maybe you'll get the second gloves.
That'd be great.
None of these are anything.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
There it is, 300 rupees.
I need that.
You can buy many peanuts.
That's true.
Should we stop describing things as big? Everybody keeps quoting Mix-a-Lot at us. Is he Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah.
Is he knighted?
Yes.
Big swords, big gloves. Ooh, a little
Oh,
shield.
good. A shield. That is the important part of my accoutrement that I'm missing.
It's a little shield for everybody.
Does that get marked off on the tracker?
Oh, yeah, I can mark off the little shield. Ding. There it is. You got stuck.
Oh, no.
It's stuck on some plants. You can just talk to this guy, right? You don't
Yeah.
need anything preparatory. We'll see what he gives you. Ooh, quake.
Quake. That's something.
Maybe you need that.
Yeah, maybe.
What's the tiniest shield anyone's ever used?
I love my hook shot.
All right,
Look at all these frozen guys. What do you think realistically is going on when I hit them with a hook shot and so they're frozen?
They're bent over in pain.
Magic powder?
Magic powder. Just magic powder. That's all. It was just magic powder.
I don't like this.
Hey everybody, if you had to go get into a fight right now, sword fight right now, and you can either have a full body giant Roman shield that curves around and you can hide inside, you know, like those full body Roman shields, or one of those tiny little like gladiator style bucklers that are so small they go to the front of your fist. They're not like on the arm, they're like here. They're like a little glove and they're just like a metal circle like that wide. Which would you prefer?
I'm into the little buckler.
The tiny little monk?
Yeah.
Where you can basically just like punch swords out of the air?
Yeah.
What if you miss the sword?
That's unfortunate. You've seen me play Dark Souls. I just like parrying.
You don't have a sword. You've got a...
It's another heart piece, Billy. What am I doing? You know what? I'm gonna go back. I shouldn't check out the magic bat, but I probably will.
Tell you what, no sword. Your other hand has to have the same shield. So you can either have two little bucklers or two giant Roman shields. Those are your only choices.
This is a weird seed.
It is a weird seed. We should have done Jen's seed.
Oh, no. I just wanted to go see a bat. Why am I still wearing my headphones?
Because you did. I was about to say, how could you not wear headphones when you get that little someone's trying to get me music in Kakariko? It's great.
Come on, bat. Don't make this a waste of my time.
It's 100% going to be a waste of time. It's going to be 10 arrows. 10 arrows. Oh, 3 bombs. Oh, you got half magic as well. I never ticked that off.
Oh, I can do swamp.
You can do swamp.
Right? I don't need anything else for swamp. Flippers, hook shot, hammer, mirror. I can do swamp.
Yeah, sure. You can have 4 arms if you like. No one else asked. You can take 2 swords as well. But the arms can't be where you'd expect.
I'm so not used to having... I can't kill the boss, though, without a sword, I don't think. Maybe I can. Maybe you can use the hammer. I don't know.
Oh, well, you can find out.
I don't know how to kill puffballs without a sword.
Maybe you can use that. You can probably use the hammer. Although, you have to hook shot them, don't you?
Yeah.
You have to like hook shot, then swap to hammer, then hit them once, then hook shot, then swap. That'd be horrendous.
Yep.
Hopefully you find a sword in here.
Yeah, that would be nice. Oh boy, enemies do a lot of damage even when you're on red mail.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Hey, no, I was gonna grab you. Get back here.
Danny is desperately trying to turn this demon into a fairy.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is true. You've been hoisted by your own petard because sword is an S word, so you're allowed to keep it. There's a lot of water in this water temple.
Weird.
Another bottle.
Oops, missed. Just 5 hits, no big deal. I don't have Samaria, so I'm not going to be able to do my diver downs because I don't know how to do bomb diver down very well.
Oh, maybe it's time. Maybe it's an excuse to learn how to do bomb diver down.
I don't want this run to take any longer than it's already going to.
Bomb diver down. Yeah, you shouldn't have even brought the petard.
Yeah, when has that ever gone well for anyone?
Yeah, everyone keeps getting hoisted by their own petards and never hoist anybody else with them.
Just once, I'd like to hear about somebody being hoisted by someone else's petard.
Yeah. Also, what's a petard? For some reason I want to say it's something explosive. And it sounds odd to then use the verb hoisting.
I assumed it was a flagpole.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like because it has the verb hoist. But I want to say it's just like a big barrel full of gunpowder. Yeah, it's a little bomb.
Cool. That's
And the hoisting
interesting.
is... I don't know. A euphemism for being blown up.
Yeah, it sounds like you've gone phew, like when
You've been
Crash Bandicoot jumps
hoisted.
on a mine.
I think in Age of Empires 2, the French can get petardier.
Oh, I think you're right.
And they're people who, and they just hold big bombs and they run at people and explode.
Huh.
And I think that's what made me go, wait a minute, petard, as a child. You know how as a child everyone has a moment where they say, wait a minute, petard?
No, it's Picard.
No, that's not child, that's William Riker. Who has every episode, he says, wait a minute, Picard.
Can't get in. Oh no!
I think you just have to go down the bottom.
What do you mean go down the bottom? Oh, right, with
Like
my
here you can
with my
shoot,
bow.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd think, couldn't you?
Well, as a normal person could pull that off easily. For anybody who's been watching a lot of Danny doing this, has anyone noticed that Danny has a habit of not attacking enemies and then getting hit by the enemies and then going, oh no, I'm being hit by an enemy.
Have you noticed that I've got a habit of getting worse with each run?
Have you noticed that Dan? No, you got better with one run. You've been getting better at all your runs. You're
Not
doing
this
better and
one.
better every
This one's a
day
mess.
till over the mast at noon.
But then it's because I'm out of practice. I haven't played in literal weeks. No, I'm trying to get that guy. Didn't even matter. He knocked me back onto the stairs. Oh, this is terrible. Slow and terrible. Ow!
Danny sneezed herself into a microphone. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I found a big key.
Found a big key. Good on you. Good work.
There's something about streaming that makes me sneeze. and that one hurt.
Poor Danny. Da 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 dee da da. Yeah, you could be allergic to Jen.
Oh.
Da, 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 dee. The problem with making a hoisted by your own Picard joke is that there should be a word that also rhymes with hoisted. And there's no word in the English language that rhymes with hoisted.
Oh, I needed that.
What about this? Hey, Danny, what happened when William Riker was lightly wiped down with a wet cloth by his captain?
Oh, he was moistened
He was
by
moistened by his own Picard.
Can't believe I have to actually do this the old-fashioned way. It's demeaning.
Hey, Danny, what happened when Lieutenant Geordie LaForge was placed into a small area and not let out by his captain?
He was cloistered
He
by
was
his own
cloistered
Picard?
by his own Picard.
Oh,
Yeah, Jen.
boss has an item.
Oh no, the boss has an item. You can beat him with a hammer.
I truly don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but you can find out.
Oh, I'm gonna find out. I just also might have to mirror out.
And I don't know what joisted means. Made a joist? What's a joist? Is a joist a piece of wood that supports two other pieces of wood?
Oh, I don't know the specifics.
Or that keeps two other pieces of wood separated?
Okay,
A joist?
Let's find out if hammer works.
It
Okay,
does.
quite effectively. Annoyingly, the two items are quite far apart from each other.
How's the quick swap go? Take
Quite
forever?
appallingly.
Alright. Well, this will be a long one, everybody.
At least it works.
It's working. It's going pretty well.
I missed.
Hey, Danny, what happened when Worf and Data were having a fight, so Picard stepped between them and he pushed them aside with his arms all locked out straight to keep them separated? They were joisted by their own Picard. Oh, here's one in the chat. What is it when Wesley Crusher was sent off to work on another ship by his captain? He was...
What's another word for transferred? Foisted.
Foisted! Foisted by his own Picard. Is that it? Foisted. Everyone loves foisted.
Get over here, you.
Oh, sorry, no, we got it wrong. He was foisted by his own Picard.
Okay, now, Billy, I have taken care of the puffballs, but now I need to use my ice rod to kill the main dude.
But can't you bow him?
I don't know if I can bow him. I'll
If he
try.
lands, you can shoot him with a bow.
I don't know.
Just bow him right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I really thought you were going to get two.
He's just slow to die.
Whoa, that one hit him but didn't count. Oh, nice. That also works.
He's surprisingly weak to ice rod, apparently. If I can hit him.
Nice, he's dead.
Yeah, in runs, people use ice rod or fire rod. 300 rupees. This entire dungeon was useless except for the crystal.
This entire dungeon was but useless but completely necessary, so that's okay.
Yeah, but I...
Is that SW? No, SP.
Yeah.
Swamp Palace.
I can do some of pod. I'm supposed to have a light source.
And you can't get to the other... You need the other glove to get the lamp.
Yep.
How much of Maya can you do? You've got the... You can,
0.
You can go to the shed, can't you?
No, I can't get into the dark world over there without
Oh, you need
the
big glove. You need big glove. All right. Danny, you're gonna have to vamp for a little bit. I'm gonna leave
Key and
for
all that
a
stuff.
few minutes.
Yep.
So you should go and you should vamp. Tell everybody the best thing about Link to the Past.
I
Lights
should
if
really
you can.
talk about worse things. I'm better at talking for longer about things I dislike.
Talk about the worst thing in Majora's Mask.
I will talk about what I dislike in every Star Wars movie.
Danny will tell you why every Star Wars movie is a bad movie, except for the one you wouldn't expect.
It's true. Like, you can guess which one do I think is the best Star Wars movie, and which one do I think has the most promise. Those are going to be very different answers. But in general, all of the Star Warses have their problems. I do not have any rose-colored glasses for Star Wars. I did not watch them as a child, except for the ones that came out when I was a child. Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Didn't actually see Revenge of the Sith until adulthood, until very recently. Come on. So, what are my problems with Star Wars? So, A New Hope, I think George Lucas told them all not to act. The acting is terrible. The scripting is emotionless. I do not like it. I do not like it at all. Empire Strikes Back was better. Like that one is generally more watchable. But if you're asking me to remember like what the actual crux of the story was, like who's the bad guy, what's the problem they're dealing with, they get attacked at the start and then Jabba the Hutt exists. I don't know what they're fighting exactly. I don't know what the big bad guy is. So apparently there's something like there are little memorable bits, but overall story not so memorable. Ah, I forgot. I need a bum here. I haven't seen the Christmas holiday special. Sadly, I cannot pass too much judgment on that one, which means that it's the best. I have to rate it the highest because I can't say a bad thing about it. The stars weren't even fighting. 0 out of 10. Thank you. Ah, I always do that every time. I try to shoot him and I run away from his fire. Jedi, Return of the Jedi. Dislike Leia being a sex slave. Not a fan of that. She was the only tolerable character in the first movie. So I liked her being competent and not a prisoner. But also that was boring, that movie. I don't know the entire middle of it because I fell asleep. Because I found Ewoks incredibly boring. I don't know, or anything that was going on there. Couldn't be bothered. This is so difficult to keep track of. I believe you about being a cocaine-fueled masterpiece. Okay, so then we get to my childhood with Phantom Menace. The first Star Wars that I actually saw. And I know that when I was 8 and saw it in cinema, I loved it. I thought it was great. My only complaint, I believe I wrote this in my school diary when I went to see it, that my only complaint was that the ads were too long at the start. Upon rewatching it, generally, it has the skeleton of a fantastic movie. It was hindered greatly by 1999 technology. But in general, I love the story. All the trade war stuff, I am so in for it. I think that's the most interesting thing that they've done as far as plots go. I found it great. The problem is, so again, the technology was pretty awful at the time, so the CGI is very distracting now. The biggest issue is some of the decisions that they made were very much... everything, like all the action scenes, to me, felt like they were designed with the theme park ride in mind. That's the feel I get from them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh my god, I fell. I fell. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, they feel like a theme park ride, and it's a little distracting. But when they're underwater being chased by a giant sea monster, you feel like you're in a car on rails being steered around. And it's quite funny that way. Jar Jar? Didn't actually mind. No particular problems with Jar Jar. Everyone's acting, I didn't love. And some things, what's his name? Darth Maul. He rides around on a little scooter in the desert and it looks really slow and unimpressive. And the pod racing, really slow and unimpressive. It looks awful by today's standard. It doesn't look fast. It doesn't look action-packed. It's a mess. Oh, I've got another shield. I'll have to tell Billy when it comes back. Oh, I can't go down here. I don't have light. No. Get up. Please go back upstairs. But yeah, a lot of the people's acting, not crazy about it, and obviously the scripting, oh my god. Like, just learn to write scenes better, guys, come on. You've probably been doing this for a while now. But everyone loves Ewan McGregor. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Okay, I'm out of stuff that I can do without a torch, so again, useless. All I got out of this was an upgraded shield. Where should I go? Do I have to go to Thieves Town? No, you know what? Tower of Hera has fewer things than Thieves Town. No, let's do Thieves Town. I need a sword. So yeah, I didn't like his acting so much. The final fight scene with Darth Maul going between little rooms is... Wow, I really can't kill this guy without a sword. Is, again, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look great. None of the lightsaber fights look good. I just don't... I'm not impressed with any of what those people were doing. Natalie Portman stuff? All good. No complaints there. She was doing, especially for a teenager or however old she was at the time, she was doing the best she could with what she was given. But in general, that one, very promising movie. I feel like I've been doing this for like 20 minutes now, but I've still got more. Still got so many more movies to go. Right. Attack of the Clones. An interesting one in that it has some of the best things and some, again, terrible, terrible acting and all that sort of stuff. Like, oh boy. Yeah, I can't defend any of the Natalie Portman, Hayden Christensen relationship stuff going on there. It's weird. It's still weird. It's very uncomfortable. The actual clone stuff. Missing a planet. How embarrassing. Great fun. All of the stuff on the clone planet, when Obi-Wan goes there and he watches the clones being created and being raised by the alien race, that is fascinating. That is good stuff. That's the best possible scene in the movie. And then, look, I don't want to be mean to our great New Zealand actors, but I don't think that the New Zealanders did everything they could with what they were given. I think that they could have just been a little better. Most of the rest is solid enough, except there's one point near the end where the bad guys, like, I think it's Christopher Lee has just gone on his little space bike and wandered off somewhere. And then the good guys, once they're finished with their own personal fights, they say, oh, he went to the storage facility or whatever. There is no way they could have known that. There was nothing in the movie that told them where he was going. It was very peculiar. So just your standard little plot holes. Leave me alone. Oh my god, they won't leave me alone. I can't kill them. I just don't have anything to do. Now. Revenge of the Sith. I did not see as a child. I only saw that for the first time pretty recently as far as it goes. And I think that this one has the most promise out of any movie. Again, some scripting that I disagree with, mostly on Obi-Wan Kenobi's side. Like there's one moment where he says, where Anakin says, oh, so the Jedi are committing treason. And he says, well, we're at war. Yeah, that's kind of what made it the treason. That you were, yeah, that did it. That wasn't a good reason. I'm so invested in this, I paused my game. I don't know where I'm going next. That was useless. I'll go down to Thieves Town. Can't do any more of this because I have neither a fire rod nor a sword. No point checking out Bumper Cave. Anakin's descent into darkness, I think, is great because the Jedi are massively problematic. And that's wonderful. I thought that was generally done extremely well. He had a prophecy that Padme was going to die. He did everything he could to work against that and listen to the people who said, hey, I believe you have a problem. I would like to help you fix your problem. Perfectly reasonable. The only problem was he then said, hey, Palpatine, you're right. I'm totally on board with you. I don't think the Jedi are doing good things. Therefore, I guess I'm okay with murdering children now. Bit of a jump. Didn't quite work. Same with his fight conversation with Obi. They were talking over each other. Like, Anakin, you're evil. No, to me, the Jedi are evil. All right, I guess I gotta kill you then. Come on, have a conversation. He was trying. Hey, and the same thing. Oh my God, what's his name? Mace Windu does the same sort of thing. No, we are good people. We do not fight the way evil people do by killing them. Okay, Palpatine, you're under arrest. You won't come quietly, then I guess I have to kill you. He jumps to killing really fast for people who say that they aren't up on the killing thing. And again, they completely just got rid of Padme as a character. She was doing fine. She was doing good stuff in the earlier movies, but in this one, well, yeah, she's pregnant, so she's useless. And then her death, abysmal. She could have just died in childbirth, but no, they had to make her die of sad. Come on. But Anakin's descent into evil, I think, was done generally really well, so I think that movie had a lot going for it. Just had its problems. Oh my God, and the worst of them all, after he's been Darth Vadered, put into the Darth Vader armor, he just stands up and goes, no! Why? Why would you put that in your movie?
And of course, same thing happened with, obviously, you're talking about Leia having her issue of, like, she's still a competent character, and then each movie she gets less and less like a real human and more like a weird sex object.
Yep.
And, like, Padme has the same thing where it's like, she's a queen of an entire country and then also a senator.
She is one of the the most powerful diplomats ever, and she's just relying on Anakin to talk to Palpatine
and then later
for
on,
her.
yeah, like, she's like she's like the second in command of Palpatine's political party. She's a senator, she's a queen. And then there's a scene in like the third movie where she's like, oh, if only there's anything we could do politically. Please, Anakin, could you maybe talk to him? Oh, I need help. I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. It's like, there's everything you can do. Mm-hmm. You're the this is all. And they just ruin, because now she's a mother and she wants to be in love and like she's pregnant, so she can't be strong or have any kind of agency. She needs Anakin to do it for her. How can she know how to talk to a politician? It's ridiculous.
It's so annoying that they did that when, like, on the other end of it, it is like Anakin's emotions and his love and those feelings that drive his entire character, and it's done really well.
Yeah, it's dumb. Oh, we've got a shield. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I've upgraded a shield.
There you go.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Can you be more productive when I'm away, please?
This is appalling.
Can you maybe do better? Next time, do better. Well, you're just sitting here.
It's all going to be in Hera Basement, isn't it? Not that it matters. I can't do Hera Basement. I have no fire.
Where do we get some fire? Everything about that? Hmm? Getting some fire?
This is the weirdest run. It's been over an hour and I've got one crystal. And still no sword. How do I still have no sword? Okay, so now we've got the sequels. I was very excited for the sequels. Gotta tell you, that first preview where it was just a stormtrooper in the desert and then he takes off his helmet hyperventilating. Oh, what a trailer that was. That was so cool. They didn't use it enough. Not at all. It is so disappointing how little they used the idea of Finn being an ex-stormtrooper. Oh, that was very sad. They tried to use it super briefly with a little quick infiltration that went super well, all things considered, and everything went in their favor. Do I even need to be doing this? What am I? No, I don't. All I'm missing is the map and the compass. There is nothing in Thieves Town. Whatever, I'm here. I'll do this and then I'll mirror out. Sorry, blind. You're gonna have to stay in girl form. What do I... Okay.
All right, what are you doing? What do you need to check?
I cannot check anywhere else in this thing. I can do Graveyard Ledge.
How much of Thieves Town have you done?
I just did everything that was
cool.
worth doing.
How much of Skull Woods has you done?
Everything that I could.
How much of Graveyard Ledge have you done? What about looking at...
Catfish. I'll go to Catfish after this.
Catfish will have what you need. Everybody knows that... What is this thing? What is this little creep? He looks like a Venus flytrap with no... Venus. I don't know, with no body.
Gotta go the long way. Really?
Yeah, Dan,
really?
You've been trapped.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, this is how you do it. Then I'll go all the way around. And through here.
So, yeah, besides just setting the expectations too high and not doing enough with their premise, Force Awakens, there are definitely going to be spoilers throughout all this. I probably should have said something, but I assume that was clear. Poe should have died. I have no problem with his character. It's a great character. There you go. That's my progression.
It was Graveyard Edge the whole time. Who was going to go to... You saw how much effort it was to get here. Who was going to go here? This is the Catfish of life.
Okay, first things first. I'm getting that lantern.
This has been a bad seed.
It's awful.
This game should be doing instrumentals for Nick Cave. That's how much of a bad seed it is.
So yeah, don't get me wrong. Poe's fine. He's cool, but I would have been more invested if they actually allowed characters to die properly. Instead, they try to do theatrical deaths rather than gritty deaths, and you know, I like it when characters are allowed to die, and you might be surprised by it. So they happen not just at the very end of a movie when the music is playing.
I think what's an interesting part of Force Awakens. So there's one thing that I think they should have done that they didn't, which was have an in-canon explanation a little bit more reasonably with like why Rey ends up with sudden force powers and expertise and stuff.
They didn't have that in there, so we've headcanoned that.
Yeah, we've headcanoned 100%. The only headcanon that makes sense in the thing is like the moment that like Kylo Ren tries to read her mind or whatever he ends up it doubles back, right? And so she ends up with a lot of like force power and weight and that kind of kickstarts all that. And that's why she's good at stuff so well. I think that's enough. And then that explains why they have a connection and all that stuff. Again,
dude.
And that's okay. One thing I like, right? I think Kylo Ren, right? I like that he's
I thought it was a great character.
As a character, he's great, right? Because he's just an angry child, and he acts like an angry child. He doesn't act like a Dark Lord of the Force. He has tantrums. He gets
and
mad.
some people were mad about that.
Yeah,
that's
which
what
is
it was
ridiculous.
exactly supposed to be.
Because that is the whole point of the character. But what I think is interesting about that is also like a change in the modern, or in the understanding of what it means to be a right-wing
a sword.
Nazi fascist. Like,
yeah, another sword.
Wow. You know, like back in the 70s, what was Darth Vader? Well, he was like a big fascist empire Nazi. That meant like an older, powerful, scary figure of imperial might. And that's what he was portrayed as. But in a modern context, who's a fascist Nazi? Angry incel men.
Samaria.
And that's
I just got Samaria.
Nice. So like the fact that they kind of turned the Dark Lord into an angry, frustrated child who doesn't know what he wants, but is just mad
and
at the
trying to
world
live up to the glory, the glory of just famous people and fame
like
that
he's
came
just like,
before
oh,
him.
remember Darth Vader? That guy was cool. I wish I was more like, And so like portraying that was, I think, a good reflection of the change in our understanding of what it means to be that kind of an evil figure. And that was done really well. Then there's just a lot of stuff that wasn't done. Like his introduction, where the guy, like, as well as being scary, because he is still scary and powerful. Like, the introduction
his intro was awesome.
The stopping of a laser beam mid-flight
he
was
felt
cool.
powerful.
It felt cool. It looked cool. And then the rest of it,
they stopped caring quite as much.
Like none of it's definitely not good, but it had all these elements that could have been good.
Okay, everything is open to me now. At long last, I can actually get stuff done. Still don't have like fire, so I can't do Ice Rod Cave yet, but I can do plenty of other stuff.
Yeah. But like, yeah, Poe, should he have died? Maybe. Should he have existed as a character? I don't think he needed to be there, right? Like
I think in death he did more than in life.
It's the same as like Snoke or whoever, the bad, like it's like.
Oh, I was cool with Snoke.
He was okay.
Because again, that was a surprise death. It was.
Yeah, that was
like,
fun.
I love a good surprise death.
Yeah. The fact that it all ended up being, and here's spoilers for movies you don't need to watch, that it still ended up being another Palpatine thing and another.
Okay, well, look, we're not up to that movie yet.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even see that movie. That movie is absurd.
Yeah. So, have we said enough about that first one?
They underused Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, people complain about that. I just don't know Gwendolyn Christie enough or the character enough to have felt hype.
Yeah. But it just felt like, again, you either don't introduce that type of a character or you use that character. But they did the exact wrong level of made her a thing, made it part of the story, and then just kind of didn't care.
Very true. And apparently they just never did. They kept saying, no, it'll happen in the next movie, and then it just never did.
You wanted gay Finn Poe?
Yeah, plenty of people were all up for that.
The funniest thing about that is that's also just a Star Wars name. Gay Finn Poe?
Gay Finn Poe.
That's just a Star Wars character's name.
Do I even have a big key yet? I do not.
We were going through Kojima names yesterday.
Hot Coldman.
Hot Coldman. It's fantastic.
Okay, so that might be everything interesting to say about Force Awakens, except it was interesting that yet again, much like Return of the Jedi, they went, essentially, let's do the first story again. But the difference was just because, I don't know, times have changed since the 70s, characters could have emotions. When a planet died, we saw people on that planet reacting to the horror of something coming their way. It actually felt like there were people in this universe and not just...
Yeah, it wasn't just
spaceships.
Like a billion people dies and they go, oh no, a billion people have died.
That's so infuriating about New Hope. They don't care.
Yeah.
Planets have died and no one actually cares. Oh no, there used to be a planet here.
Oh no, billions. Oh well, suppose we should probably get rid of them. Get the bad guys.
Can't even get my directions right. Boots! That's something.
Boots. Yeah, you've cracked the seed now. You got the sword.
Yeah,
you got the boots,
and I just got Bombo, so I can do
source.
Ice Palace and I can get into Turtle Rock.
You're in go mode. Oh, you got the light, didn't you? I should mark off lamp.
Yeah, I need a fire rod is my big deal.
Yeah, but a fire rod's easy to find. Just look in all the places you'd put a fire rod.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to keep talking about Last Jedi, whichever one?
Yeah, so now we're up to Last Jedi. So, this is interesting. Obvious director change.
Yep.
I love Rian Johnson's work.
Johnson's a brilliant person. There's some okay, first of all, there's some stuff that, like, the classic things that people are like, oh no, remember that weird scene with all the animals that they release on a casino planet?
Again, I don't mind that so much. Like, people say, oh, that entire scene didn't need to be there. And saying, yeah, that's the whole point. Like, it's interesting. It's a funny mix that you have to take when you're trying to get across the idea that your characters are arrogant enough to be doing something futile. But, like, people didn't complain about that over and over again in Harry Potter. Sorry, like, it's still just a very go-to as far as literature that everyone knows. There are multiple books where if Harry did nothing, things would have been fine. It's the same as the Indiana Jones thing. People say that. But those ones, very rarely, the fifth one it does. The fifth Harry Potter book very much goes into the idea of, no, Harry, you shouldn't have done anything. You made things worse by participating. And that's what this movie was trying to get across. They were trying to get across that, no, you screwed up. You made things worse by not trusting those around you. And thinking, and having main character syndrome. Like, Indiana Jones never has that problem. No one ever tells him to bugger off.
I found it an interesting one, right? Which is that a lot of a lot of people had issues with some of the Luke Jedi stuff, right? Ghost of Yoda being like, hey, why don't you burn down these ancient Jedi texts? All this kind of weird stuff.
That was great.
I thought it was really great. But what was interesting for me is I thought it was like, well, yeah, of course Yoda would say that. Like, because...
He was a little troll.
But no, but also because, like, I don't know.
Okay.
Jedi stuff is so clearly influenced by, like, Japanese Zen philosophy. And, like, that's a classic thing of Zen. It's like... Someone's like, wow, look at these beautiful old Zen texts. And then a Zen master's like, I don't care, chuck them in a fire. Who needs them? What are you talking about? Oh, that's nothing. So to me, it was like, yeah, that's very reasonable. That's what I expected to happen. And like, oh, you know, Luke's sad now. It's like, yeah, because he's lived a life and changed.
It was, like, people were saying, oh no, it sucks that Luke is so moody. Oh no, who could have, like, what? All right, I got a sword.
You got 2 swords. 4 arms, 2 swords, 2 shields.
Now, I did still have some problems. I believe it's that movie that starts with a space fight scene. And gravity does some confusing things.
Yeah,
that I don't understand. Like, they're dropping bombs in space. And when their ships get hit by bombs, they fall in a pile of flames in space.
Yeah, a bit weird.
I don't know why things are falling in space.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it also has one of my favorite fight scenes in Star Wars, with the end with the salt on the red dirt planet.
Oh, that salt was lovely.
Beautiful fight. Loved that.
Yep,
the content
no
of the fight,
complaints.
but like that setup of the visuals of that fight were
got
very
the
much
thing.
like watching like Hero or something like that. Like this color focus.
Yeah, it was a great
beautiful, like, some very nice
directorial
stuff.
idea. Good fun. I was honestly just waiting for Leia to die over and over again because this was when Carrie Fisher had just died.
Oh, yeah.
And that never happened. It kept almost happening, but then it didn't, and I was a little confused about where things was going. So I didn't see the ending death happening. That confused me and felt a little weird. I felt like maybe they should have changed things up there. I don't think he needed to die. Hey.
You don't think Luke needed to
No,
die? Yeah, it felt
I
a bit.
didn't really get much
like,
out of that.
why-
I liked
like-
it better that he was just hologram fighting and was good enough to be hologram fighting.
Yeah, it was a bit sad. It's like, but this also kills me. Like, okay. It felt like a shoehorned sacrifice because stories need sacrifice.
Yes. I thought that Finn was going to die in this one, and then he didn't, and I was a little sad. So again, I want deaths.
Danny loves killing people. That's Danny's biggest thing.
It's funny because in my writing, I rarely kill anyone. But yeah, a good sharp death to remind you that death is coming and it can come at any time. I think in fiction, these characters need those jolts. You can't give them plot armor, and they can't start to think that they've got plot armor.
Now, is it this movie where they have like the lesson learned from this movie for Rey is, no, you don't come from any special family.
Exactly.
You don't have a pedigree. You don't have a lineage. You're just you.
You're just
That's
a
fine.
random.
That's what you need. And then the next movie is like, actually, you're Palpatine's granddaughter. Woo! Everything's lineage. That was a fun,
Oh, I missed it again.
silly relationship between 2 movies.
Didn't mean to do that. Oops. You were the one I haven't hit yet. You. No, not you. You. I tried to go right. Oh, crap. Oh, bad fight.
You did it. That's Eastern Palace?
Yep.
Eastern Palace.
Oh, and I got Pod as well.
Oh, and you got Pod as well. Anything else? Skywoods, Turtle Town,
Nah, I think
Man.
I'm good.
Mamma Mia.
I'll go check out the Maya area right now. Yep, and so then that no pedigree message, they ruined it.
Yep.
Because of course. But yeah, so in general, was it this one that introduced Mars, or was that the first one as a character?
Oh, I think that was the first one.
Cool. Seemed a bit unimportant.
Yeah.
That didn't really seem like it went anywhere.
Yeah. So just like a person.
Bombos, I can do that. Okay. So I can do Maya.
You can do Maya.
I probably will do Maya.
You have a lot of rupees now, Danny.
I'm going to do checkerboard cave first. Yeah, finally. Oh, I missed.
You went too early. You gotta keep going. Oh, you went too late. You gotta keep going. Everyone taking bets? Silver arrows? Silver arrows? Bombs.
So yeah, that might be all to say about Last Jedi. Now, I have not seen Rogue One, but you have.
Yes, but I don't remember anything about anything, so I remember nothing about it. I have no memory of anything I've ever done in my life.
But okay, so now Rise of Skywalker. Did not see. I read the plot synopsis of it. Not crazy about it.
Oh no, it seems absurd and terrible.
The whole the MacGuffining of trying to find, I don't know, special map things on various planets and just keep bringing it back to the old trilogy in ways that I don't think were any good. I think it was clumsy. I think it was just a massive fear response. Everything about that movie screams of, oh god, why did we try to do something different?
Yeah. It was, yeah, that very much felt like a movie that was written out of fear.
Yeah, it didn't feel good. The Palpatine stuff seems very regrettable. The Star Wars does have a big habit of taking the dead bad guys, even if they were cut in half, and saying, no, they survived it. We got magic medicine. Ugh.
Look, I think we can all just come to the same conclusion, which is the best piece of Star Wars media is Knights of the Old Republic. And we don't need to worry about anything else. We all just need to hang out, play Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2, but I think
I'll take
ideally
Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, I really enjoyed Jedi Fallen Order. It was great fun. But yeah, I think the Star Wars games are better than any of the Star Wars movies. And KOTOR's great. Everyone should play KOTOR. KOTOR 2 could have been good, but they didn't finish it. And then I haven't played the mod that's meant to finish it. And also had an annoying moment of like, has a character preaching about balance the entire time, saying being good is just as bad as being evil, and trying to make philosophical arguments for it the entire game. And then it's like, who cares about that near the end?
Well, that was the one where they ran out of time or something, and they had to rush everything.
Exactly, they didn't finish. So maybe it's better in the restored content mod. Who knows? But KOTOR's great. Let's all just play KOTOR.
Now, shall we?
Play KOTOR? Yeah, I'll swap over. I'll swap to a new game. We'll get KOTOR going. We'll create a character. What do you want to be? Like a scoundrel? Scoundrel type? Put our points into hacking?
I don't even know if I can do it this fast.
Go for double pistols?
I don't know when these torches run out.
We'll go double pistols for our KOTOR run. Oh, because you don't have the fire rod.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay.
It worked. No, shall we talk about the TV shows?
Yeah.
The Star Wars TV shows.
Haven't watched
You've watched
much of
more
it.
than I have.
Mandalorian is good, but it's hard to watch sometimes because it is very much self-contained stories, and so and then the connected story is nothing, and it's okay. I say good. It's all right.
I found it boring. I watched one episode and I didn't care, and then maybe like half an episode after that.
I do love
Was
some
not
of the stuff. Like, I think it's a show that's very good for Star Wars because The Mandalorian takes the Star Wars world and it puts human beings into it who like talk and act like people. Not necessarily always brilliantly, but they throw them in there, which is nice. And I like that element to it.
Okay.
And it's nice to have, and it's just fun little stories, but some of them don't land, and some of them do, and some of them, and the only problem is like they all kind of feel like old Western stories, and sometimes that just means like not that interesting narratively. Oh, you got the book.
Huh. I really want that. Now I don't know how to do this clip.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's like a wall clip here, but
Oh,
I
you
don't
can
know
like
how
jump
to do it.
over that
Yeah,
gap. Oh,
but
that's
I don't
fun.
know how to do it.
But yeah, I got partway through the second season of Mandalorian and just stopped. Not because of any moment it was like, ugh, I can't be bothered watching this anymore. Because I was just like, I'd be like, oh, I haven't watched that for a couple of weeks. I wonder why. Oh, well. Over and over again. And eventually just sort of petered out.
Ooh, I should probably move this up a little.
Nice key.
We're in this game, are we? I don't have anything to protect myself here.
No,
That's
he's going
silly.
to take the hit. It wasn't a ridiculous amount of damage. You're fine.
Which ones came next? Book of Boba Fett?
Didn't watch it.
Didn't
Seems
watch.
silly. Don't like the way that apparently you also have to watch it to watch the next season of Mandalorian. I think that kind of stuff is annoying. That is the exact reason I find comic books hard to read sometimes. They're like, to get this storyline, read 3 issues of Amazing Spider-Man, 1 issue of Detective Comics 2000 that connected to the Amazing Spider-Man. That doesn't make sense. Those are 2 different companies. But just like that kind of stuff. And it was just always like this and then this happened here, and they're trying to get you to read other comics.
I
so
found that annoying enough. I
mix
remember
and
in
match.
high school playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and not understanding anything that was going on and being really angry about it, and then having a friend who loved it just say, no, here's all the stuff that you missed from the interim stuff that was on a completely different console that you don't own.
Yeah, you didn't play the Game Boy version of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories?
Look, and to be fair, now that I've played Chain of Memories, I love it.
Oh yeah, by
I
the way,
don't think I
everybody-
would have liked the isometric Game Boy version.
No, the Chain of Memories, the remake of Chain of Memories, that's the best Kingdom Hearts game. Sorry, everyone. So to burst your bubble, your Kingdom Hearts bubble that you're all living in, but it's the best one.
But yeah, so why would I want to do that for other media?
Yeah. That's what made me stop reading Invincible.
It was.
I was reading Invincible. I was really liking Invincible. This was years ago. And they just got to a point where it kept referencing like, oh, if you want the start of this storyline that's now in Invincible, you should read the first few chapters of this one, and the first few chapters of this one, and I was just like, mate, I don't want to. I'm reading Invincible. And that's one of the reasons that like manga
say,
is usually easier to read than
I'm
Western
going to do
comics.
really badly against this boss.
Nice.
What?
Not nice. Sorry. I hope you do okay. Which boss is this? This is...
Beatrice.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah,
He's always rough.
I've only got a Master Sword, and I don't have a cape. This doesn't bode well for me. Oh, we're not in the window.
You're not in the window yet.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I think manga,
I've only
which
got
has its
10
own
arrows, I
weird
can't even
issues,
rely on the
but
bow.
it is easier to read a story and have it exist entirely within that. And so sometimes the indie comics are better at that. Fables is pretty good at that, with some minor issues with Jack of Fables.
Jack of Fables was really good.
I love Fables, and I love Jack of Fables, and I liked it all. But I think there was one. But if you don't read Jack of Fables, it makes Fables a little bit worse. Because there's a moment where they're like, hey, all of this happened in Jack of Fables. Luckily, I had already caught up. But that's what happens once in that series, and it's a bit of a bother.
Ooh, that was lucky. Ah, sword beams don't affect him.
So many hits. The lightning. Nice, that's one eye.
I think it was 2. Oh, got hit. Oh, I got hit again.
Do you have a potion with you?
Nope, just a green one.
Ugh.
Oi! Time delay got me there.
Yeah, when the lag from the lightning
Yeah.
hits. I wish the eye gave more telegraphing about what the lightning's going to do. Like if the direction he was looking had anything to do with how he was shooting lightning. It would be nice. Then it would feel a bit more skill-based rather than random.
Mm-hmm.
As it is, it's just like, you hope you're not in the place the lightning is.
Oh, what? I didn't know it could go that high. Come on, eyeball.
Have one more eyeball to kill. Alright, now you just gotta get the bow ready and... Easy with silver arrows than with normal arrows, but you killed him.
Yeah, I was worried about that fight.
You didn't need to be, you just smashed it. And he gave you a blue rupee, the best prize.
Yay. It's because I'm in semi-go mode now. I don't need much. I still need a fire rod. Do I? Yeah, I still need a fire rod.
Well, that was... Which one was that? Swan? No.
Maya.
Maya. Misery Maya. Misery Maya locked in.
I don't remember what I needed to enter Turtle Rock. Got the book now. I could go into desert, but ain't no point to that. Where should I go now? I guess ice.
Yeah.
How many have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll try my best to leave Turtle Rock till last. Again, my last 2 dungeons I need fire rod, so I'm going to be on a fire rod hunt after this. Ooh, that might have been too early.
Oh, oh, he was shaking.
He
was doing his little
was.
dance. No, too early. Now you're going to lose the whole dungeon.
Okay, so we didn't watch Book of Boba Fett. After that came Obi-Wan.
That looked terrible.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but we saw all of the scenes that the internet was making fun of, and boy, were they worth making fun of. And also, again, stop trying to make everything about the original. Why do we need a baby Leia?
Yeah,
You're just
right?
breaking the old ones. I don't even like the old ones, and you're still breaking them.
That is the nicest thing about The Mandalorian when it came out, was that it is a new story that didn't feel like it was immediately just part of every other story. That's why Jedi Survivor, what was the one that we just, Jedi Fallen Order? It was also nice because the characters were new and like it's so, and you think when people are like, oh, there's going to be all these new Star Wars movies and all these new Star Wars TV shows, you're like, yeah, but wouldn't it be nice if they were about new things as opposed to Boba Fett and Obi-Wan and Baby Leia and like just do something new. And I like when they do something new. I still wonder. So we were watching a bit of Andor, and it's just not. It's almost. It's so
we're not
almost.
on to Andor yet.
Okay, well let's talk about more shows we haven't seen then. What
Fine.
else? What have we skipped?
We watched some Andor. We'll get up to Andor now.
Okay, Obi-Wan.
No, I think that was the right order.
Yeah.
There's just some specifics that we could go into.
Oh, like the weird fire scene.
That fire scene was atrocious.
Ridiculous.
Come on, guys.
Darth Vader makes all this fire disappear, and then somebody starts a fire, and he's stuck. How could he ever get past this fire? Like, by making it disappear. He just did that.
For God's sakes. Why is it out of window again? Didn't learn anything.
I clicked Misery Maya.
All
was
right.
weird. Some odd scenes. What do you think, people in chat? Did you like Obi-Wan? Did you watch it? Why/why?
Having a bad time. Oh. There we go. Wait, I was doing that so wrong. Sorry. I forgot. I need to be paying attention here. I need to get halfway. I need to get halfway for this one, don't I? That's where I need to be.
Nice.
Quick save there, just to save time. Just to save time. There we go. That's where I want to be.
Okay, now just do the rest of the icebreaker.
That's the plan. Come on. Okay, why aren't you working? What am I doing wrong? Because my hand hurts. I've been playing for so long. I can't do anything with a sore hand.
What's meant to be happening now?
I'm meant to go across the gap. I'm just meant to do it. I don't look like I'm in the right place. I have to be. I haven't changed height.
Oh, hey,
There we
it's
go.
Matt. How you going, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing differently there. Like, that one just went right. I swear I was following all the steps correctly.
And everyone here doesn't like Star Wars.
Oh, good. Is it too straight person? Is it a thing that straight people like?
Yeah, that's the rule. Queers don't like Star Wars. They all like Star Trek. Let's talk about Picard again. Let's go back to some Picard puns.
So Andor, now that we're up to it,
Yeah, I still wish.
I understand why some people could think it's the best thing the Star Wars universe has produced in their
Yes.
TV shows.
Yeah, I think a big part of people have been like, "Wow, Andor is the best writing in television." You're like, "No, it's the best writing that Star Wars has had so far. It's
There's
not
just
the best
no
writing in
competition.
in television. It's fine. It has some nice scenes. There's some scenes in Andor I really liked. I really thought.
which
were
ones?
I can't remember. Boring
This
scenes.
isn't where I
Scenes
wanted
are just
to
like two
go.
people, like him talking to the woman he's living with.
Awful. What?
I can't
Oh, no,
remember-
the woman he's living with. Yeah.
Yeah.
His-
Oh yeah, no,
his-
the
his
talk,
mother or his
the
fake
love
mother.
interest is horrendous.
Oh my god,
Just
there was meant to be
abysmally
love
bad.
interest
Yeah.
stuff going
They have
on
such
there.
chemistry because they're two people. Yeah, terrible scenes there. Him talking with like with the person he's staying with, like the foster mother. I thought that was a really nice scene. There was some really good stuff there. But like, I remember pausing the first episode of Andor on a scene and being like, wait a minute, why does this scene exist? This scene is adding nothing to the
Yep.
narrative. It's literally the exact same scene we've just seen, but worse. If I was director, the very first thing I'd do is cut this scene. It's completely useless.
And then the show ended.
The movie, the episode ended. It was like, yeah, that's the cliffhanger I want to leave you on. It's like, that was horrendous. So a lot of like weird.
And the most aggravating part is that you tell anyone a gripe and they will say, oh, well, yeah, you just got to get through the first episode, then it gets good. Oh, no, you've just got to get the first 2 episodes, then it
Yes,
gets
the
good. Oh, no,
bar
you got to get through the
always
first
moves
8
forward.
episodes.
Yeah, that
and
was
then
our first
finally,
thing.
oh, the last 20 minutes of that show
Yeah.
is great.
We watched the first episode and you like it, and people were like, oh, no, you got to watch the first 2 episodes. And then you can get into it. And we watched the first 2 episodes and you're like, I'm still not that into it because like the writing is weird and it keeps, like it's, none of this needs to exist, this all. And then they're like, oh, no, there's the first 3 episodes you got to watch. And then, you watch that and they're like, oh, actually, the first like 6 episodes, they take some time to, and then it turns into, and you're like, at this point, no, stop. Just like, give me a show that's good from episode 1.
Again, I haven't done Ice Tea Room. I'm going to have to come back in to get it because I just can't find it. And this is going to be an awful fight as well. I'm going to do this badly. I'm probably going to die and have to come back, which is a good excuse to go to Ice Tea Room. Yeah, I'm not good at this one. Yeah, I just did my ordering of things wrongly. I didn't get a good key at the right time, so I missed Ice Tea Room. I didn't get there the way I should have. It's dumb. I don't know why my sword got put away then. I didn't hit anything. It's gonna take me so long.
Yeah, you need a third sword.
Oh, really? Do I?
Well, you know you can get a third sword now if you go fight Aghanim.
Yep. I should just get out my hammer, but I'm afraid.
Have you done Smith Chain?
Nope.
Maybe you'll get a sword from the Smiths. Oh, the lag.
This is painful. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die of lag.
Oh, one more.
Oh, why did he stop?
You
There
had
he
a sword
goes.
out. You didn't want to get cut.
Ice tea room has an item. If it's the item I want, I'm gonna be sad.
All right, Ice Palace done. You have to go back and check Ice Tea Room. Otherwise, it'll
No.
plague you for the rest.
No, I'll do it later.
Oh, what if it has a sword in it?
I don't care about the sword so much as the fire rod.
If the fire rod's in iced tea. Oh.
I will tell you, if I get the fire rod, putting me in go mode, I do my other crystals, and I still don't have silvers or the other sword, I
come
will
back?
go and get that third level sword. I will beat Aghanim for it. Let's give Smith Chain a go, I guess.
Yeah, do Smith Chain. That's a couple of items. Have you done Hammer Pegs check as well?
No, I haven't been able to do any of that until I got the Titan Smith.
Oh, and you got the book now as well. You can check all the book. Have you checked all the book spots at like Tower of Hera and stuff?
No,
Ah, cool.
clearly not.
I don't
You would have seen it.
Not.
I only
wouldn't have
just got
seen
the
that.
book.
Oh, you only just. I can't remember when things happen. I just remember the timeline of things I've seen in the last 5 minutes. That's crazy talk.
So yeah, all of the stuff, the flashbacks in Andor to his
Oh yeah.
planet childhood, couldn't have cared less about any of it. Didn't seem to help
It's so like.
anything. I was bored.
It's just a bad form of storytelling as well. It's like, oh, we got a character. Oh, but you got to see him as a kid as well. Otherwise, how are you going to know anything about him? It's like, well, we don't need any of this. Like, you can reveal that to us in the present. We don't need flashbacks that feel just like we're wasting time.
You said hammer peg, so I came here. I didn't even
Yeah.
need to be here. This is not the right time in the Smith Chain to be doing this.
All right, let's stop talking about Star Wars. We're just being mean to Star Wars now. Hey, 10 arrows, though. Hey, 10 arrows.
What's wrong with being mean to Star Wars?
I don't know.
It's got a lot of work
gives
to
a
do.
mean tone to the stream. We should talk about...
I've said that it had promise. I've talked about all the good parts as well. It so happens that, yeah, they've got a lot of work to do, and it's weird that we live in a world where really good things can be really popular, but really bad things can be popular as well, and people don't seem to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, it is also one of those funny things of like, you know, like the whole industry of like Hollywood screenwriting is so hard to get into, but the people who are into it aren't the best at it. A lot of them are real bad. It's just funny. All right, what are they going to give you? Bugnet? Piece of heart.
I was very fair. Thank you. I just happen to not like a lot of things.
All right. I can't believe that bird can carry you and a giant treasure chest at the same time. I don't think it can carry you, given
quite
how
a cool
small
duck.
it is. It's a good duck. Fire rod!
Okay.
That's
this
it,
changes
everybody.
things.
Danny wins the game. Thanks for joining us. The stream's over. Danny got the fire rod.
But I might be setting myself up for a Master Sword Ganon fight, which is a little scary.
On Pushing Daisies. The TV show Pushing Daisies?
Ooh, never watched it.
When was Pushing Daisies?
I don't know.
Mid-2000s?
Maybe.
For some reason, I always associate it with Nip Tuck. I don't know why. Does Pushing Daisies have the guy from Better Off Ted? Is that the same main actor in Pushing Daisies and Better Off Ted? Or I
I don't
invented
know.
a
To
TV
me,
show?
I just put those shows at the same time, so I could have just seen their ads back to back.
Or am I confusing it with a different show? Is that from the mid-2000s?
People are saying names and words in the chat, and they mean nothing to me.
Lee Pace. Tall man? Hold on, I gotta Google some stuff.
Oh, I ran into
Oh,
the thing.
unless I'm thinking of 6 Feet Under. Am I confusing everything with 6 Feet Under? I think I'm confusing everything with 6 Feet Under in
Well,
my
it is called Pushing Daisies. That's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I think that's what I've done. Maybe 6 Feet Under had the guy from Better Off Ted.
6 Feet Under was a pretty big show.
People like 6 Feet Under.
What am I missing here? I'm still missing a compass. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm go mode, technically. I shouldn't be searching for anything. Ah, I missed. I can't do this diagonal very well. Shockingly bad at it.
Oh, for the last, 6 years, the Better Off Ted guy has been playing a sergeant in the TV show SWAT.
No.
As a member of a SWAT team. He was in
Woohoo.
suits. He was in Hot in Cleveland.
Good for him. That was a sitcom.
He was in one episode of Harry's Law.
Kathy Bates in Harry's Law.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I got red armor. Why am I dying so much? I'm doing really badly. Oh my god. I need my fire rod back.
Mothula's a real rough fight.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. I just haven't been paying attention.
I don't think this guy was in anything I'm thinking of, so I think I've made it all up.
That one just didn't hit him. I'm gonna die against Mothula. Why isn't he dying?
There he goes. Oh, you had one heart.
Yeah, I'm just not paying attention. Oh, silvers. Mothula had silvers, Billy.
Oh, Mothula Silver is nice. And Peggy's back.
Can you mark off that dungeon as well?
Oh, yes. Which dungeon is that?
Skullwoods.
Skullwoods. Oh, and now you can do Big Bomb. You know, Pod and Skullwoods.
I don't need to,
Yeah, but why wouldn't you?
because I'm in go mode.
Yeah, if you want to have a master sword.
It's okay, I've got silvers. Let's do a quick check of what was on Ped.
So you wouldn't go do a bomb check, but you'd check the pedestal. Oh, I suppose it was right there. Bottle. Bottle on the pedestal. That's worth it. I'd go and do a couple extra dungeons. Alright, so you're go mode. You're going to go and beat Ganon?
No, I gotta do Turtle Rock first.
Oh, you gotta go and do Turtle Rock, go and do them. Alright.
Oh, why did you... Okay. I didn't press down, so I'm not sure why that happened.
Bad controller. Blame your tools.
I mean, it could be. Go this way instead then, fine.
Alright. Whoa, first run! Whoa, so fast! Oh my god!
Get in the hole! Ah.
Have a good sleep. Must be like 3 a.m. where you are.
Woof.
That's what I've invented in my head. I hope that's true. And if it's not true, I hope it's false. Hey, 3 a.m. I got it right. I'm great. Are we quiet? We haven't changed volume the whole stream. I hope we're okay.
Barry, Did anyone watch Jane the Virgin?
Oh, Jane the Virgin. It was like our favourite show until it turned into our least favourite show. That was one of those shows that ended and it immediately became like, oh, we now we would recommend no one watch it as opposed to before it ended. We were recommending every single human being watch it because it was fantastic. Poor Jane the Virgin.
Pretty much everything pre-time skip was gold, and then post-time skip just felt like it unraveled.
It really did unravel as a show.
It's heartbreaking.
All right, Turtle Rock. Do you reckon you can get sub 2 hours? I mean, you're already over 2 hours.
I don't think I'm quite over 2 hours. Hey!
Oh, maybe not.
Hey!
Oh no, you missed. Now you can't get sub 2 hours. Yeah. That's the best way to do it. Oh, no, now you fall
If
off.
I've got the hook shot, yes. If you don't have the hook shot, no.
That's all right. Just lost the first season. Don't watch anymore.
First season's pretty great.
First couple seasons, really great. Then it just...
No! I did it
Damn, you
right.
did it wrong.
But no, I did it right, just not enough.
Yeah, that's wrong. Oh, Bugnut! You can be hugging him now.
But I don't have the big key yet, so I still got to do all the checks.
Yeah, I think if you think we're quiet, it's because we're jumping between talking and mumbling. You should have heard Danny when she was getting mad about Star Wars movies.
Ah, no! No. Ugh.
All right. Have a fire rod to kill this guy in one hit.
That's the plan.
I had no idea you could do this until Danny started speedrunning this game.
Ugh. No. No. I'm not good at these guys. Ah! Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. You know what? Just kill me.
Okay.
I have 2 empty bottles. I'm not playing this well.
It's because you're too busy talking about stuff and streaming.
Yes, 100%. I should go back and fill up my bottles and do the long walk up again. It's stupid, stupid, stupid. I've been bad. Oh my...
It's okay.
No, I do that so often. It's not okay.
All right, it's terrible.
Every playthrough, I do that. Oh, I have a bug net now. I could just be catching fairies. Oh well, too late. Now, I'm just making every wrong decision.
Oh, do you sure you have the money to spend on these blue potions, Danny? You've only left yourself with 1,200 rupees.
Yeah, it's just very frustrating. Like, the beginning of the game, when it's bad luck, it's fine, but when it's your own decisions that are causing you the problems, you get mad.
Oh, the old man gave you a little kiss and you got your heart's back. Oh, it's annoying how long it takes to get back to Turtle Rock.
And I could go the other way, but...
Yeah, I suppose you could. You could go down the bottom and then up out of Paradox or whatever to the top.
what am I doing? Yeah, this is going to be another 2.5 hour run. This is pathetic.
there meant to be Lionels around here?
No, that's Dark World.
Oh, cool. I'm so bad at my color palettes. I can never tell when someone's in the dark world or not. I was looking at this being like, yeah, this is kind of dark brown. That feels pretty dark. That's probably the dark world. Alright, into the dark world again. So it's just Turtle Rock and then the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Or all of Ganon's Tower. But that's the boss.
And then Ganon, the fight that I just historically cannot do, apparently.
I think it's because for so long, like, you got very good at all the elements of this game by just, doing so many runs. But for a long time, you would get to Ganon's Tower and then be like, now it's just you run through tower, you kill Ganon. I won't do that this time. I'd rather keep getting better at the randomization parts. And so you just didn't do, like, you have done everything other than Ganon a lot more than you've done Ganon.
Sure.
Because you just didn't really do that. Because it does feel like busy work sometimes at the end of a run. You're like, I found all the items, I'm into go mode, I've got all the things I need. I don't need to waste time going through the same unchanging gauntlet and fighting Ganon. But because of that, you're just not as practiced at the Ganon fight as you are at all the rest of it.
Pretty much.
Oh, this is a wild dungeon. It's almost like Ganon's the boss. Maybe Aghanim's the real boss, and you don't understand the politics of the Dark World. Big key.
Oh, wow, vanilla big key.
And you can just... Because you don't need anything else, do you? So is it easy to go straight to the boss of Turtle
A little
Rock?
bit, yeah.
That's nice. As long as you're happy with Master Sword Ganon.
I've got silvers.
Yeah, but you still have to get him into the realm of silvers with the Master Sword. Isn't that hard? Is that not hard?
It's not great, but it's not that bad.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what I need. What just happened? Oh, wrong one. Nope, 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 nope.
Whoop. Big key. Oh, nice. I always forget you can do that.
Should I see? Nope, I'll just die instead, shall I? Oh my god! I just wanted to see what was in this chest, because I needed it. And I lost 4 hearts because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta take a second to stop.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, this happens when one thing goes wrong, everything ends up going wrong because you get bothered by the first thing going wrong. How would you remember all these parts? I always forget them every single time I look at them.
It's okay.
It's just getting out here I never remember.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
one of
definitely
those?
better than I was when I started doing all this.
Oh, Jen had some advice. So don't stand in the way of the big spiky roller.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What do they know?
Okay. Now, I've never been any good at this. Ooh, been sitting that way for a long time. Good, good. That's what I meant to do.
Hey, you got the mirror
'Cause
sword. You can
I-
just walk right into them, right?
Well, yeah, but I still don't know how you meant to get out.
Can't you just hold your sword out and walk backwards?
No.
Oh.
You hold your sword out and it doesn't count as your shield.
Oh, can you look down so the sword's on your left? Oh, no. Look up so the sword's on your right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that how it's meant to be done? Whoops, wrong way. That's That's amazing.
Yeah, because the shield literally exists in that space. Although this guy's annoying. Yeah, when you have the shield. So I think that's what it's for in this dungeon, is specifically for these lasers.
Yeah, I know that it's specifically for the lasers. I didn't know that it was meant for holding sideways. I gotta do this. I don't have confidence.
The fairies in there?
No, it's just a doorway so that if you die, you come back here and not the start of the dungeon.
Ah, that's nice. No, I don't think there's a plant in between us. I don't know what is in between us. A dog bowl? Yeah, dog food.
All right. Let's try this. This will be a bit of a pain with just Master Sword.
Yes, I was going to say before. Oh, maybe you should be using hammer.
I'm not good at hammer.
Oh, at least you got half magic.
Yeah. How did that not hit you? Oh my god. That's a lot of hits. And it's... Oh, so laggy.
There's one down.
Can't swap thingies for a while.
Oh, good head dodge. Oh, heads down, heads down.
That's good.
Nice. Whoop. How rude of him to be able to leave.
Oh yeah, it's really annoying. Going obnoxiously, I can't do sword spins. It takes too long to get set up.
Oh, ice! Might have to take a potion.
Yep. Ah, the head is the worst.
Ah, the ice is terrible.
Yeah, the ice is awful. Master Sword, not great for Trinex.
No. Alright, but that's Turtle Rock done. Head straight into the world of goo.
Yep.
Ganon's Tower. What was World of Goo? It's
That's
a puzzle game. Do we ever play World of Goo?
I think we have it.
Do we own World of Goo?
I think
That's
we have
weird.
it.
Alright, don't get killed by the Lionels. Oh, new Zelda's coming out soon. I'm very excited for new Zelda.
Huh. Oh yeah, light shield.
You've got the big mirror show.
Forgot.
Everyone excited for new Zelda? Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
other than that it's
zero
new Zelda.
spoilers.
So I've avoided. I haven't watched any of the trailers. I haven't, looked up anything that's different or changed. Or I'm not even looking at people's like guesses and theories.
To this point, I'm not going to look at the chat because I don't trust you.
I like doing that with games. Do you ever do that? Like, for me, when something's coming out, if I know that I'm going to get it, right? Like, I'll watch trailers for stuff where it's like, oh, what's this new thing I've never heard of? I'll watch a trailer to get an idea of what it's like. But for something like new Zelda, there's the cape. I would I know I'm going to get the new Zelda. So I don't look at anything. It's like, well, what, like, I'm going to play it. Do people do that, or do you enjoy watching like trailers to be like, oh, now I'm super excited about this, like, and you watch them to get pumped for the new thing? I would play it if it was a Link dating sim. Wait, a Link dating sim? Do you date all the different Links? Is there like Links from each of the different games you have to date? Because a lot of those are children. Or is it your Link and you're dating various people? Ooh, useless. Ooh, useless. Ooh, useless.
Hey.
Do you have to kill them now?
Yeah, but I forgot that when you hold your sword out, it counts as attacking them.
Yeah, I don't know. What are people's spoilers policies? Do you like watching trailers for things if you know you're going to watch it or play it or get it? Or do you prefer to go unspoiled?
Definitely unspoiled. How?
All right, big boss key. That's it. Let's go for the gauntlet.
That's a very unusual chest for it to be in.
Yeah, I've never seen it there, and I always
Now,
want it to be there.
I only have 2 keys. I don't remember if that's enough keys.
I think that's enough keys. Anyone with advice? Perfect.
Why?
Yeah, if it was lots of different links, it would be a link aggregator. That's a thing, right?
Those are words.
What's the weird trick with this one? You like hold a thing while having your sword out to that's crazy. Look at this. Look at this manipulation of mimics. Mimic manipulation.
Didn't get him far enough.
Oh, now you can just blonk. Blonk.
Yeah, if only I was good at that in the next room.
Yeah, so in the next room, this is Danny's least favorite room. What the hell just happened there?
I don't know. Oh, okay, apparently one of them died.
You got him.
Oh. Yeah, it's my least favorite room in this entire game.
Danny, I got laughs from people about Link Aggregator. They all love me now. I'm their favorite host now. I think you just reclosed
I
the door.
know. I'm trying to fix that problem. Ridiculous.
You can't keep asking us what our favorite things are. We don't have favorite things. We just have things we like. Favorite game show?
Like a lot of game shows.
There's a lot of good game shows. If people hear game show, what's your first thought? Are you thinking, like, do you think of, is Jeopardy a game show in your head right now? I mean, it is. Or do you go straight to things like Survivor and Ninja Warrior?
Nah. Oh, well. I don't know about Ninja Warrior, but Survivor I don't call game show.
You wouldn't call it a game show, it's reality TV?
Yeah.
Game changer, very good. Oh, you have to. You have to get up to the finale of the newest season.
Apparently, like we've got this one that's not like we haven't done the finale technically. Like,
Oh, really?
well, yeah, you know what's coming. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't think that's a separate mini event.
It's sort of like it's still. Sam's been cagey apparently about calling it finale or not.
You just tell us we should do lateral? We've done lateral so many times. Or are you saying we should do Game Changer? We should be on Game Changer.
I'd love to be on Game Changer.
Let's get on Game Changer.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
What is your asterisk? You don't want to have to do something weird?
I don't want to have to do improv, which makes it very difficult. Wow, I have never done this badly at this room.
No. I could do the improv-based ones.
He's
just
stuck
stuck.
to the dude. I can't get to him. Ah, this is the worst that has ever worsted. And normally I have a stronger sword, so it's not as big an issue. This is painful. I'm just moving. I don't mean to be moving. It's just all the ice.
Yeah, you're just...
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah, you're done.
How did that even happen? I don't even know how I got to that corner of the room.
What do you mean? Do you know how you got to the... Okay, it's all right.
Like, I felt like I got so damaged that I teleported left.
I think the ice in this game is the worst ice of any game.
But this is the worst I've ever done on ice
I've
in
never
this
seen
game.
you do this poorly, these areas. I don't know what's going on. You can hit this guy with magic powder, can't you?
Yep. Oh, right. I should get my silvers out.
You should play it. The Zelda games are great.
Oh, wow, I did that wrong. Whoa, that felt abnormal. Look at this lag. I don't know what to do with it.
Nice. Good time with that one. We should get Tom back on for another escape room.
Sure. Still got another level to go. I was doing so badly at this entire run. It blocked!
That's insane.
I'm pressing down. My down button has been the thing that's been messing up a lot today.
They're so sad when they fall off the edge. They do a little scurry because they don't want to die. And then they die.
Okay, this is another room I am awful at. Why didn't my thing...
Yeah, you missed it somehow.
What's happening? How can the torch fail like that?
Yeah, it's just like hitting the side of it instead of the actual thing. It's very rude. Alright. Ooh, nice! Big sword.
That's handy. I don't actually need more keys.
Oh, nice.
Really? Okay.
That's good.
Yep.
Just leave, can't you?
Yeah, but I want to see what's in the chest. But I'm gonna... Fine, screw it.
Oh, I don't want you to fall off.
Doesn't matter. Falling off here doesn't matter at all. What's happening? What's my last thing? 5 rupees. Sure. Well, that's the best I've ever done that room. Not saying much. Okay, Aghanim time. We knew we'd face each other one day.
He's been waiting in his other tower all game for you to finally come and chat with him.
One. Better.
Oh, we got 2.
Yeah, I positioned myself very badly there.
Nice, another 2.
terrible.
All right. Just one Ganon fight to go.
Yep. Alright, let's try to be careful. I'm not in a great way, health and magic-wise.
I have my headphones on. I don't think I've ever noticed that bird, I think, was like... felt like it was surround sound, the bat. I feel like when it was flying off to the right, it was all in my right ear, and then it came back to the left, and it was in my left ear.
Okay. Let's see what I can do.
Life, dreams, hope. Where'd they come from? Where are they headed?
You Nancy because you answer too many questions?
Oh, where'd it go? They call you Sandra because you answered too many questions. Well, you were just streaming, weren't you? How's the stream? I hope I haven't made that up. I think I saw you in my little notifications thing. What were you playing or doing?
No, I tried. No! Okay. People often cheat by going inside his fire, but apparently that doesn't work.
I've only ever seen them do that and then do like constant charges
crap.
because if they do a normal hit, they'll...
What do you mean charges?
I mean the move where you run at him. Dash? Is that the word you want?
Oop.
Peggy, don't bother people for gifting you subs. Besides, you don't need a sub. All that gets you is not much.
Okay, fairy time.
Oh, how much chess have you been doing? I've never been good at chess.
I'm trying to be careful. It's not working. Couldn't even hit him. Ah, no.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. I think once things start going poorly for you, you just start getting annoyed, and then it gets worse, and you get into a cycle.
I mean, yep. Okay, he's up to this now at least.
Oh, if you've had a single chess lesson, you'd do better
What
than
just happened? Technically, he jumped up, so that counted as me being, like, on him, and so it counted as him hitting me? Okay, so I'm gonna die. Yeah. I don't want to do this. I gotta go buy potions now. Of course.
All right. Do you only have two? Man, we only have 2 bottles. What a bother. You should just go do all 3 pendant dungeons to get a 3rd bottle. Oh, just to get the heal, you're coming back here? Nice, nice, nice. So here goes a heal, then you can fly. What's the closest bird flight to the castle? Do they fly you straight in?
Home.
Dang. It's just a slightly annoying walk. What is this? Dark Souls 1? It's really... I think that's always been a funny thing for Dark Souls. Is like... I don't know, Dark Souls 1, one of the things that is really tough about it is so often you fight a boss, you lose, and then there's like a 10-minute walk back to the boss, right? And when you say like, oh, that's a bit annoying, the classic response was, oh, well, that's how they want it to be, and you're just bad, and that's meant to be, blah, blah, and right. Okay, cool. Except that every time they have made a new Souls-like game, they have made the runs back to the bosses shorter and shorter. Like they're trying to fix it.
No.
And now, like in Elden Ring, like most of the bosses have a little thing. It's like you can just resurrect right in front of the boss, and it's very rare to ever have to walk back to a boss.
Okay.
Whoop.
Didn't even
What
hit
the
him.
hell just happened? It even made a little sound, like a little too bad you didn't hit him sound. Alright, that'll be one more. Nice. Nice. Whoop, whoop.
He didn't even fly to me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Alright, this will be a hard one. You get.
I'm stuck.
Nice. Good.
Super
thingy.
stuck. Super
Whoop,
stuck.
whoop. Oh, that was impossible. That was just...
Can I take one more hit before dying?
I'm not sure. Maybe don't risk it. I can't remember how much health you've been taking.
What? Okay.
You could have taken one more hit. Dang, sorry.
No, I was just annoyed because I pressed my sword button and my sword didn't come out, so I just walked into him.
God, how many hits does this take?
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know. If I knew, maybe I'd be better at this fight.
Oh, okay, done. Nice.
But I don't know the numbers.
Yeah, and that's just a thing to memorize and learn. Is that too close to him?
Ideally, nothing should be too close to him for this part.
Aren't you just waiting for him to become real, though? Yeah. He does a lot of little flips.
Yeah, that's random how many he does.
Yeah.
But why would I expect things to be short in this seed?
Alright, this is not the one that's going to set the fire
I
up.
should get ready.
Alright. Oh, nice. Got 2 hits on him. Now you got to watch the fire. Oh, yeah, nice. You got it. Okay, cool. Oh, this is tough. It's going to not fall. Nice. You're not on the silvers, by the way.
No, I know. It's okay.
Nice. You got 2. You got 2.
I'm not sure if I'll...
I'd go back to fire. Yeah, nice. Okay. Nice. Let's swap to silvers. Nice. That's a dead cannon, baby. And that's it. That's the end of the run. God, that was a silly seed. A lot of
Awful.
running around at the start. Like you went. How long? Well, we'll
over
see
an
at the end.
hour without a sword,
Yeah,
I'm
over an
pretty
hour without
sure.
a
We'll
sword
see in the
is
credits.
rough. But Ganon is dead.
And as soon as I got those Titan's mitts, everything else was fine.
Oh yeah, there was a certain. But even then, the time they were in
Graveyard
Graveyard
Ledge.
Ledge, which is such a hard check. That's such a long build up to get there. Usually, it's one that you
That's a
wait for
lonely
the
check.
but it's also the one that was hiding the thing that usually you wait for to do that check.
Exactly. Like normally you go there because you're also doing King's Tomb, which requires the gloves typically.
Yeah. So a seed like that, it's like when they put like hookshot is
In Maya.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, you usually need it to do Maya, so you don't go there because you're waiting for the hookshot.
Or hookshot at the start of Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, exactly. Things
That's-
like that. It's so mean.
Yeah.
All right. Vultures rule the desert palace. Bully makes a friend, mountain tower. Your uncle sows your house.
Yeah, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so it was definitely closer to 2.5 than 2.
Yeah, I reckon two. I think you'll be at like 2.5-ish,
That's a shame.
maybe 220 something. But it was such a rough start.
That was oh.
Some very mean checks to hide.
That's one of the worst seeds I've had.
Mm.
At least I got a sword in the end. The third sword.
Yes, getting the third sword made that would have been terrible without that.
Been very hard.
That was just in Ganon's tower, wasn't it? Yeah, that's nice.
I didn't check many chests.
No.
I just happened to check one at the end there.
Yeah, very lucky. Very lucky. Hey, McFly, what you doing?
Ooh, oh no, your computer glitched out. You missed my victory.
You missed the victory. And he beat him. Beat Ganon. All right.
All right, quick run through the credits, and then we see the statistics.
Who's your
And then we
favorite one of
sleep.
these background designers? Who's your favorite programmer? Mine's Satoru Takahata.
I'm an Eiji Noto person.
But what about the printed artwork? You can't get past Hideki Fuji.
Well, hold on. Special thanks. We've got to slow down. We've got to pay real attention.
Oh, yeah, these are special thanks. And then some randomizer contributors. Amazing Gampharos. Can.
The
Dwayne.
randomizer people do phenomenal work.
Oh, the randomizer people are
I
all
don't
fantastic.
understand how you do this. That's
All right, let's check some
madness.
stats. First sword, an hour and 10 minutes in. And then boots, an hour 13. Gosh.
Brutal.
One swordless kill, nice. And then master sword, tempered sword.
Tempered sword being Aghanim and Ganon.
Hmm.
Oy.
Just
Two
took
deaths this time.
1,500 health. 2 deaths, 2 revivals. Total menu time, 4 minutes.
Do they subtract your lag time and your menu time from your time?
Maybe.
Only 150. Yeah, 223.
223.
Awful.
Not awful. Like,
Awful.
if I played, I'd have like 530. It's definitely not awful. It's fantastic, 223.
Terrible seed. Terrible effort.
It's a fine effort on a bad seed.
Still died against Ganon.
Yeah, that was a bit. You don't want to do that. But again, you just
And
got to
almost died against a lot of bosses because I just
more.
wasn't paying much attention. Does this say that I have 3 bottles? Have I had 3 bottles this entire
Yeah, you've
time?
had 3 bottles this entire time.
Oh, for God's sake. When did I get a 3rd bottle?
When I was away. Shield and bottle is all you found.
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Delayed, congratulations.
Why not?
Oh yeah, you got to do it again because Vertigo missed it. Congratulations, it's the end. You did it. 223. It's not bad for that seed. For a seed like that, 223 is good.
Yeah, the seed was
rough
awful,
seed.
but I was also playing terribly.
Yeah.
That's what's annoying me.
Well, you still did well.
And I'm rusty. Hopefully next time it'll be better.
Back to the column. Pow. All right, let's get rid of this game. Hiya!
Well, I think it's time to have lunch.
It's time for lunch.
I think it's time to
Time
go
for a
to
break.
lunch.
Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. We should see if there's anyone else cool hanging out on Twitch. But I can do this if you want to go and start doing stuff.
Okay.
What's going on Twitch?
Whoa.
Whoa, don't die.
The dog jumped at my chair. He
Oh,
tried to kill
no,
me.
the dog tried to kill you.
Karis Blake.
Yeah. Card Shark?
Oh, what?
Let's go see what Kara is doing. Oh, I'll turn off the sound though.
Ads. Ads.
Ads. It's Twitch. Twitch is covered in ads.
Terrible. Yeah, do you see this dog here? High five? High five? There he is. He high-fived me and jumped a little more.
All right.
We'll see you. Thank you for being here
Yeah,
with
thanks
us.
for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the stream. It was great fun.
Move to the right. Show McFly.
There's the tiny head. Look at his tiny head.
See ya.
Hello. Oh, he disappeared. He's gone. Oh, he's back. Here he is. Let's go say hi to Kara.
All right. Have fun. Evenings, days, all of that.
he's jumping at me.
McFly's attacking us. We gotta go.
All right, we gotta go.
Look at what just happened when I tried to put my foot down.
Ridiculous. Just